For sure. Okay. All right. So everybody sounds great. You do not have to lean in. If you do, it's just going to be like louder than normal. You sound great in the mic. Even
and you can catch me if I start leaning in. You're like, hey, stop.
Do this.
Let's push him back. Like, there you go. Jackson said,
I'm just joking.
Ease up, buddy.
You're okay. You're okay because you have the pop on yours and you have the pop. I don't know. Like, lose half the things we own, I think. But yeah. Anyway, you guys should be good to go. You gonna do announcements or you?
Yeah, I'll do the whole thing. We'll kind of we'll do the formal intro. Sound good to you guys? All right, awesome. All right, what's up, everybody? This is Gary, and this is the Hate 70 podcast, and we are alive and well. It's almost 10 a.m. here in your Northeast Arkansas. We're going to do the weather and sports here pretty soon. We got Calvin here. He's going to do the sports and
very cold.
Just a few announcements. I might have to have some help on some of these, but if you're at the Reynolds Park show, I mean, we're glad you made it. We had a really good time. All the bands were fantastic. It had been a while since I'd seen most of those bands, and it's just incredible to see, like, be really honest to see what talent and we have in this area, and just like the various genres of, like, not only like music, but also as far as if you want to call it indie rock or what alternative rock or whatever, it's pretty amazing. So if you had a chance to come out there and make it, thank you so much. We had a good time. Lots of great bands. So anyway, what do we have? So hit up Hate 70 on all the socials. Please do all the likes, do all the subscribes. We're trying to get back started again and everything. We had a break because life happens. So maybe we can get as many podcasts as we can with all your favorite local bands or your favorite people and do that. We do have some shows coming up, and which we will announce very soon as I make the introduction to this band I have on today. Thank you guys for everybody who followed and listened to the pending approval episode. It looks like it did very, very well. We are excited about those guys, excited about the new blood that's kind of entering into the 870, so hopefully more bands are kind of on the rise to do that thing. So if you got a guitar, you got a drum, if you got guitars, drums, and a vocalist, start a band, do something. Even if you play acoustic guitar or whatever, you can be your own band. That's amazing. So do your own thing. There are no excuses. Just do something. DIY. So without any further ado, I have one of those new bands that are like come out on the 870 just out of nowhere, and I'm very excited. I got to catch them very recently, and I had a great time dancing and all the good stuff. It was lots of fun. It was scary and fun all at the same time. So that's what hardcore is anyway, pretty much to me. But I figured out if you dance really, really hard, that you can keep all the, you kind of keep people away from you so you don't get as hurt as much. So anyway, so today on the podcast I have all the members of Muzzleflash. What's up, gang?
What's up?
You guys look great. I think this is the first time I've had. Well, no, it's not. Yeah, it might be. Spring Hollow. Do we have everybody?
No. It was just. I think it was me, Sexton, and Ashlyn that day.
Okay, yeah, so I think so. This is the first time we've had everybody. Hey, that's pretty nice,
that's
right?
What I'm talking about.
So it's like, Evan messaged me this morning. He goes, "So the whole band's going to be there."
I was like, I've had such a busy week, so I was just like, I forgot to tell Calvin and Jackson because I know we talked about it, and then I was I'm just going to type it in the band chat now, and then it's like, hey, before doing this morning.
This was like at 1 in the morning.
Next
I saw
thing,
the message
next
and I
thing you
was like,
see is just 10 people coming in.
Yeah.
What was that?
Next thing you see is 10 people come in.
That's right. It's like, what the heck? What has happened here?
We're bringing Muzzleflash and all the Muzzleflash friends.
No,
That'd be too much.
Well,
for a podcast.
yeah, that would be way too much.
What was kind of funny is that, so I was telling myself last night, I was like, oh man, I don't have to do anything tomorrow. I'm going to be able to sleep in. And then I see it like 1 in the morning. Evan goes, oh yeah, we're going to be on Gary's Fin. Gary's Fin. We're going to be on Gary's podcast tomorrow. And I was like, oh, okay, what time? And he goes, 9:30. And I was like, cool.
On Gary's Fin. Yeah, well, yeah, we'll make that. Yeah. We'll make
Fin's
that to a
Gary.
whole.
Gary's Fin.
I'll get like the shark suit that Drain has or something.
There you go.
Yeah. So let's go around the table in case people who are new to Muzzleflash or new to the pod who know who you are. We'll start here and we'll just go around.
All right. My name is Jackson. I play guitar in Muzzleflash.
I'm Alex. I'm Alex Nance. If you know me, I also play drums in a band called Spring Hollow, but I play drums in this band too, and it's been a heck of a wild ride.
Nice.
I came in, I was the last member to join.
This is true.
So
This is
They
true.
saved the best for last.
I am Evan, and I do all the vocals, and you could also find me doing Hey 7-0 booking and any photography around, along with our other amazing photographers in the area.
Very beautiful.
And then I do bass.
Is that your name?
No, my name is Galvin.
Calvin. Okay.
We don't bring Calvin out of the business too much.
I'm
get it
fat,
out of
I'm
the
fat and beer.
basement.
Well, my fun story about Calvin. I met Calvin before I met. Because here's the thing. Okay, well, I want to can I do something. I know this is about you. It's not about me, but for a second, it's about me. So I know but like I met Cal. See, I remember a long time ago because I'm pointing. You can't see me pointing. I'm pointing to Evan.
Yeah.
So like Evan, we were hanging out at the show at Reynolds. You go, hey man, this is 2 years since like when Grandma's Chandelier played. I go, you were here for that? He goes, yeah. And I go, and I felt so bad because sometimes I go, I don't remember. So I just use the excuse that I'm 51. So that's what I'm gonna do. But I remember meeting Cal. A funny story about Calvin. Like Izzy was doing like this fun little project over Judah's place or whatever, and Izzy's just starting out, man, on drums or whatever, I'm like, oh, there's Calvin. He's wearing like, wearing a Slayer shirt or something,
Probably.
And I'm like, oh, dude, sweet band, dude.
I'm still a little baby in there.
Oh, it was like totally cool. I was like, oh, sweet. I was like, awesome, dude. I like your shirt or whatever, And then like, next thing you know, I'm like, oh no, I start like seeing Calvin like at a show, maybe at Cregan's or whatever. I'm like, oh, dude, that's awesome. And all of a sudden, he's playing on stage like with Muzzleflash. So I'm like, it's crazy. So it's kind of cool how kind of things have kind of come together. And I had no idea you guys were. I knew you were young. Were you 17, Calvin?
I'm 17 now.
17 now. When was your birthday?
December.
And Evan just had a birthday.
Yes, I just turned 20.
Happy birthday, bro.
Yeah, this
Thank you
idiot.
so much.
This idiot is unk. So
Okay, Alex is 24.
This is true. What is the funniest, like just switch, because in Spring Hollow, I'm the youngest, and in this band, I'm the oldest.
Well, look at that.
And it's like, what? Okay.
for the
That's a
record,
switch.
Evan is still unk.
I'm still on.
Well, Jackson, how old are you?
I am 17 as well.
You're 17. It's a young band, dude. And I was really impressed. I thought you guys you sounded really good. What show did I see you at?
It was it was at something with who was it with?
Was it the Shutdown show?
Yeah,
It was a shutdown
Yeah,
show,
yeah,
Shut down.
Yeah, that was like, that's good. I was like, good job, guys. I felt so proud. I was like, that is really good. And I was really impressed with because I think you're going to get to 51. I'm kind of like, yeah, man, I listened to hardcore for a long time. I really enjoy it. I enjoy quite a large variety of it. But just listening to I had fun listening to, because I really truly think, I love the magic of a band is you get to kind of sound like, I just think it's incredible. You can start a band and you won't. I know we have influences, right?
Yeah.
But I still think you don't sound like. I think your band will sound like anybody else. And not to say there's not influences, because there's times where I was showing Drew, we were playing this song for a very long time, and it dawned on me that this riff I've been playing for a long time was actually unconsciously borrowed from another band. You know, I didn't even think about it, you know. I was like, oh my gosh, I think the Misery Signals did that thing. But not that I'm, you know, not that I think I'm a great guitarist, because I'm not, but I'm like, oh, I just unconsciously borrowed it. But I was really impressed with your guitar playing. I thought the song structures were nice, and they were really, really done well. So good job, guys.
Thank you so much.
It was all
Whole
Jackson.
demo is pretty much just Jackson.
Okay, it's the weight is on your shoulders, big guy.
Yeah, Muzzleflash is basically my baby.
He's an incredible writer.
That's how this all
He
started.
is
We
incredible.
were going to do another band called Split Open, and then we had to throw a show together because in the Gore Pig group chat, they were trying to do a show for their April-May run before they left.
Sure.
Just to do a hometown thing. And they were like, yeah, we want to play with the newer, younger bands, and pending approval wasn't made yet, and like anybody else coming around just hadn't formed yet. And so I was like, okay, I can look around for these bands and blah, 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 blah. And they're like, hey, Evan, do you have a band? I was like, yeah. And he was like, do you have a set? And I lied so bad. I was like, I do have a set. We do have a set. I'll get us an Entrenched. And I messaged the group chat and I'm like, hey, we have to have a set by April 21st. And it's March 30th or whatever.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, dude.
So we had all three of the current originals, and none of the lyrics written for it, and none of it practiced. We were ready to go.
Get the writing.
Oh yeah.
That was
We practiced like 4 days in a row.
Yeah.
It was
Oh,
like
yeah. Oh,
boom,
yeah.
boom, 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 boom.
That's all we did.
and that was before I was in the band.
Yes. We
Yeah.
had a different drummer at the
I had
time.
a different drummer at the time, and I got the message from Evan. I think it was like right at the beginning of May, or was it
Yes.
right at the end
Yeah.
of April? And Evan was like, "Hey man, I got this band. It's a hardcore band. You want to fill in as our drummer, because our drummer currently is from Willow Rock, and it's hard for him to make trips up."
Sure.
And so he was like, "Well, we got these shows coming up, and it's coming up very soon. Do you think you could fill in?" And I was like, "Sure, why not?" So I stepped in originally as the fill-in, and then
Honestly,
I immediately got to work. I immediately got to work on practicing as soon as I was like, all right, I better get to work. So I was practicing all the songs that I was sent from the file, all the ones that I knew that we were going to be playing.
Sure.
And so, like pretty soon, like a couple weeks would pass, and the first show would come, and I told the guys, I was like, hey, if you want me to join, I'm in.
we were very cautious about it first. We were like, tell Spring Hollow, make sure they say that. I don't want Kevin at my neck. It's
Because Ashlyn was getting on to me when we were still in talks with her. She was like, "You better not take my drummer."
They joke about that all the time. So they still tell us, they still tell me, they're like, yo, you're gonna leave us. You're gonna leave us. And I'm like, I'm not leaving you guys.
literally make sure that everything's balanced.
That band has my street name. That band is my street name where I grew up on. I'm not leaving that band.
Yeah, that's got attached to you, yeah, for sure.
It's to the point where Alex broke like a tom head or something, and Kevin requested $15.
Okay.
Like, you share him.
It was the funniest. It was really, really funny. So what it was is that I broke my snare head as I was trying to tune it. I had seen that like my head, it looked like it was like raising from the actual rim.
Sure.
I was like, what is going on? And so when I took the rim off, I saw on the snare head that the edge piece that hangs on ripped off. And I was like, oh, that means I tightened it too much. So I had to get a new snare head. And at the time, I could not afford to buy a new snare head, so I asked Kevin. I was like, can we use the band? Can we use the band account to get a new snare head? And he goes, yeah, that's fine. And then when I come back from Backbeat, he tells me, he goes, oh yeah, I sent Evan this, and it's a screenshot of like a $15 request of the snare head, because the snare head costs like $30.
Sure. Yeah.
And he was like, he requested $15 and it said for Snarehead, and then the comment said you share him.
I was like, Kevin? I thought it was like a scam or something. I'm like, Kevin? Question mark? What's this? And just response, you share him.
And it was really funny.
That's
Whose
awesome.
practice did it happen at? That's all I got to say.
That's awesome.
You know, that was the thing. Is that like that? I kind of said that to him too. I was like, well, this didn't happen at Muzzleflash.
Is this a Muzzleflash incident? Is this what this is?
This was a spring.
You hit it too hard on the muzzle flash practice.
But everything. But we played that when we played that first show that I filled in. I was like, I love these guys. I like this man. I like this band.
Good.
I love this genre. This is a lot of fun.
Right.
I want to join.
There you go.
So I was like, you know what? I'll help these good kids.
Oh, yeah.
I was very glad to have you join the band because let me say the first practice that you played with us, I was just so happy because you like add like your little touch to everything, like the fills that you do before breakdowns. Like I was so impressed.
I felt like there was a new life in the band when you joined.
Those are on the demo now too.
Guys, don't jerk me off too much here.
Yeah, you're. I guess they're saying they love you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know.
I
appreciate you guys so much. You get like this band was very, very welcoming so fast.
Yeah.
And it was, and so they let me in. Like just the moment I was just like, if you guys want me to join, they were like, yes, please do. And I was like, okay.
We already accepted like 2 more show offers, so if he said no, we were done.
Yeah, they're stacking up. They're stacking up. So, what do you guys kind of go on? So, like, for those who haven't heard you guys, like, what are? I mean, so Jackson wrote. So this is said you described it as your baby. So you had all these songs you wrote before, whatever. So, like, what for a new hardcore, maybe for an old head or like a new hardcore kid, like, what can they expect when they kind of like, what's Muzzleflash? What is that?
So Muzzleflash was something that I wrote just kind of pulling from like a lot of what I like in hardcore, which a lot of it is just older styles of hardcore, not necessarily old as an agnostic front old, but like old. Hatebreed. Early Hatebreed. So like think of like the late 90s, early 2000s Connecticut hardcore scene with bands like Hatebreed, the early years of Hatebreed, and Death Threat, 100 Demons, and then also pulling from like the New York hardcore scene from the 90s, so like dancier stuff like Madball,
Sure.
More metallic stuff like Marauder,
Sure.
and then pulling from like modern bands that take those influences like Trapped Under Ice,
Sure.
and that also like entails, you know, Biohazard, Crown of Thorns, all those kinds
Sure,
of bands.
awesome,
Yeah.
very cool. So that's kind of like the mentality you had. So there had to be an entry point where you were like listening to hardcore.
Yeah.
So like you were, I don't know when you were born or like, here you go, baby Jackson. Here you go. Here's a Madball CD. But no, so when were you kind of first introduced to all that?
My gateway to hardcore. Okay, well, I guess I got to start at the beginning. So, I got into all this through punk music. Like I just heard the Ramones and was like, oh, okay, I like this. Like as like a 10-year-old, and then like I was learning guitar from Trent Duff, who plays guitar in Trent. Hugest shout out to Trent Duff.
Shout out to Trent.
This all ties into him. So he would just teach me Ramones songs because, like, you know, they were easy enough for me to play on guitar, but they were songs that I enjoyed hearing.
Gotcha.
So that made me want to get better. And then from then I got into like metal, things like Metallica, Slayer, Meshuggah, all that stuff.
Okay.
And
You got into Meshuggah because of Trent.
Yeah.
That's what that was.
Yeah, it was.
Exactly.
He's a huge gateway for me. Like he turned me on to like Turnstile and Knock Loose and things like that.
Sure.
And then from that, he turned me on to Terror and things like that.
Whew.
Yeah.
Terror, man.
That was kind of like the gateway to everything. Terror was really kind of like what made me discover like what I kind of liked in hardcore, like the styles of hardcore that I liked. Which
Sure.
was just like fast parts, two steps, mosh parts, you know, all that.
Something about Terror is like, it's like I listen to some hardcore bands. It's almost like I was listening to like the Hardway record. I always call it the Hardway record, but like it's like fast.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's like all. I mean, even like the fast. It's like the fast beats are faster. The two-step beats are faster. A two-steppier, and like it's like it's just like you blink and in 58 seconds it's gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because there's just kind of so much. But anyway, go ahead. I interrupted.
Yeah, but no, you're good. You're totally good. Like, yeah, like, and then from then on, like, I just started digging on my own and just started getting into, and that's how I like discovered Marauder. That's how I discovered Hatebreed. It's particularly the albums Master Killer and Satisfaction were very influential to me, discovering what I liked in hardcore, specifically, more metallic styles of it.
Yeah, I could tell. That's kind of like where you're kind of like, yeah.
There's a lot of Marauder in what I was doing early on.
So how old were you when you were starting listening to like bands like Marauder and Hatebreed and like Connecticut and things like that?
Like 15, 16 years old.
Yeah, that's about right. That checks.
Yeah.
that checks.
Yeah, that's about right. I mean,
let's get this right. He is 17 years old.
This is all a recent thing. He'll grow out of it.
Yeah,
and that's
just a phase.
That's a really good. I mean, kind of getting into like especially hardcore at that age and everything, kind of like. Or even finding like bands like Ramones like that early age. I think it's when Nora found the Ramones or things like that, or like fun songs by Agnostic Front.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Kind of like the later stuff, not so much like Victim in Pain, but kind of later on, that's kind of like where it starts, but kind of the more metallic part is like, especially like you say, you kind of hear it nowadays, but I mean, you don't have to look too far. Like you find like a lot of the metal influence modern hardcore, like with like Pain of Truth and like Mind Force and all that, and
some of the best kind of bands.
All those like because Long Island's has kind of been doing that thing for a hot minute. I mean,
same thing with the West Coast. Like Tsunami, Big Boy, all them leads over there.
Yeah, before that,
absolutely, 100%.
Strife, laying the foundation.
My Drain kind of has that definitely a lot of. I like those boys in Drain.
Yeah.
Aren't they not they're kind of a conundrum, and I like the conundrum that they are. They're kind of like this thing, like that, kind of has that metallic New York hardcore sound, but they're just like, but it's like they just got off the sand at the beach, just got done surfing, and just like took guitars over their shoulders,
watching their sets and stuff. Yeah,
they're so positive. He's like, dude's such a good guy.
Yeah.
Where's Incendiary from?
Long Island.
Yeah, they're from like the New York area, I think.
I'm a big fan of Incendiary.
Oh man,
yeah.
For years they never changed their sound. It's like this perfecto. It's so good. That's awesome. That's really awesome. So people are kind of check you guys out, and so that's definitely kind of going to be heard on the new demo.
Oh yeah.
See that segue, which will be released when?
August 8th, which would mean this comes out next Friday.
We're gonna get it released on Friday morning.
This will come out the day of the release, so make sure to spin it like 15,000 times.
There you go.
Blow it up, please.
Oh, since it comes out then, the track list is a song called Nose in the Dirt, Satisfaction featuring Gavin from Through Blood, very good friend of the band.
Nice.
And then What I Despise. Two of those are straight edge songs, even though Jackson said keep some of it straight edge, some of it normal.
Because I want to have a healthy balance,
Nothing wrong with that. I think that's why I was kind of like, I think we got it recorded, like, because there are bands like I love straight edge bands.
Yeah.
Okay, so like the X bands, fine, I'm good with that. But sometimes it seems like to me, I seem like I'm more kind of pulled, and I know nothing wrong with those bands, so don't whatever.
No, they're perfect. Every X band is great.
And because X Thread X, I love those dudes. Those dudes are just energy, and I love it. But I also have like this special thing, like bands who don't really kind of advertise themselves, but you can just know that those dudes are like straight edge, but they just put out. It's not all about drug
they have
free,
a straight edge song or something like No Cure having a straight edge song.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, I like I said, I'm a fan of Earth Crisis, for crying out loud. I love those dudes, and I don't know, and maybe they're the exception to the rule. It's just like, cause that's all they sung about, just like, veganism and animal rights, straight edge, that's all they did. And that's totally fine. And there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. But it seemed like I was kind of just pulled to bands.
Did Converge ever have any straight edge songs?
No, Converge wasn't really a straight edge.
I didn't think they were. Yeah. I can't remember.
And that's like, too, so
it was though.
So if it was kind of like, it is, I don't know. I have my favorite, straight edge bands.
Who's your favorite straight edge band?
Huh? Well, I gotta say Earth Crisis. I'd be guilty for not saying Earth Crisis, but I like pre-Earth Crisis. If you guys will check out a band called Framework, they're like that's pre as all that is it's just Earth Crisis with a different lead singer. So it's just like so like it's still if you want that kind of that vegan straight edge and the riffs still. I listened to it this past week, like the way the thing starts off. I mean, holy like Outspoken is like that Outspoken record from like the Current is like. It's perfection and Turning Point, things like that. Ooh. So that's like, so I like that sound. That's kind of what I was raised on. Is like when I got into hardcore. So it's kind of like when I got into hardcore, it's like it's kind of like Judge and all those guys that kind of just gone out, but on their horizon was all these new age records like Mouthpiece and like Undertow's my all-time favorite, right. And they were a straight edge band, but still they didn't sing they didn't sing, but they sang about other things but that. You know what I'm saying?
That's our goal, because like what I despise in Satisfaction lyrically, Satisfaction is like our straight edge anthem. The chorus literally has the word straight edge plastered all over it.
I love that. I love that.
And I think that's kind of something that we wanted to do, because we wanted to do kind of what No Cure is doing and do what Foundation did, and like
great example
build on being able to discuss other topics while still staying true to being straight edge.
Because that's kind of because like hardcore and everything is kind of illustrated. It's kind of the life you're kind of living from, right? And that's kind of the ethos you kind of live from. I mean, from that what you're living from is kind of like there's other things, other factors coming from that. I'm Youth of Today talked a lot about that, and it's like just being sober minded so you can kind of like do things in life, so you can be productive and so you could be there for your friends, so you know what's kind of going on in the world, what I'm saying, and not kind of be blind to some things. In
this area, especially in Arkansas, it's a super positive thing, and like what we need is more straight edge fans, because there's so many kids and there's so much going on outside of it. Like I come from a town that was really bad with drugs,
sure, and
like drug bust every so often, and so doing that and watching, like I think since we've come out, there's been a lot of people like 13 to 14, which is still a small number, but huge for Jonesboro to flip straight edge. And that's
really good.
Huge.
That's huge.
That's definitely what this community needs. I think it helps a lot. It helps build leaders with sober minds.
Well, I think too, you kind of put that in perspective too, because you kind of put hardcore scenes in perspective, like where they're like, I saw like at a Haywire show, there was like 100 kids that showed up at a Haywire show in Little Rock. I don't know if it was like, I think it was like a weekday show, but still 100 kids to show up at a Haywire show at Vino's or whatever, and that's pretty amazing. So like if you're a hardcore kid and if you're able to get there, you're going to get there. But here we are in Jonesboro. We're not really big as Little Rock, no. But you get far as like the kids that are kind of like saying, hey yo, the straight edge thing is probably a good idea, especially kind of because we are just more influenced things as when we were younger. We're just kind of more taken to things. This is who we are. We're trying to find like this identity in something, right? Yeah. And so to find something like that in straight edge or in hardcore or whatever, and you go, oh my gosh, my skateboard friends are like straight edge and they're older, drug free or whatever. Like I don't do that either. That's pretty cool, and they like amazing music. That's kind of how I got in. But it's a lot of skateboard kids, so you kind of find out I want that too, and you find that community. And why not? Especially like you said, I think especially with something kind of, and especially in the area that we're in, which I don't know what town you're referring to as far as like being like drug infested, but I don't know, man. I work in mental health, substance use, so it's like I see it everywhere. Yep. So I'm off work, like I could go to Dollar General, and I'm not trying to stereotype people, but I can see people. I go, and I go methamphetamine, because I just kind of see it. I don't mean that. I really have a heart for people who struggle with that, because I know what people are kind of, because usually the root of all that is trauma. Yes, it's childhood trauma, because they're really trying to cope with and that's where, when I was 17, it was where I took more of a militant stance, because that's just who I was when I was 17. I was just thinking, because Xing up and I believed in it and everything. But when I was got older, and I kind of got to see people are just they're they're falling from this trauma, they're trying to grasp for anything on the way down to cope with, and unfortunately a lot of that time it's it's methamphetamine or whatever. So you guys doing something kind of super positive. It needs to be done.
Yes.
And because I'm going to be quite honest, sometimes I kind of go, yo, can we just have that's what we did in Mad Love. I go, can we just do, and it seems like there's more bands coming up. It's like, can we just do we need to do I feel like Ray Capo for Youth of Today. Can we just do something could we do some positive here, bro? Because like, you know, I have no beef with other bands. So I'm just saying, because I think there's kind of hardcore kind of ebbs and flows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes any sense.
I mean, there's a lot of negative going on, so having like the positive projects, I will say like our lyrics are pretty like straight to your face and like.
That's fine.
It's a militant vibe, and that's kind of what we want to go for. That's what the bullet X's are for. But like anybody that comes to talk to us, ask what straight edge is, wants to be a part of it. It's like we're all nice people. You're gonna get the best.
I know y'all are all good guys. You're all good guys, man. I know that. But I tell you, that's what's the most important thing. Because sometimes the message needs to be made loud and clear.
Yes,
for sure. Because that's when I was thankful for bands like Earth Crisis or bands that kind of like because it needed to be done.
Right.
Because sometimes it's kind of a call to arms. It's like we are dying. Kids are dying. You know, families are being destroyed by these things. So it's like, and I think it's what the beautiful thing about hardcore is it is kind of an in-your-face thing. But if you dig a little deeper, there's like human beings at the center of it all who are compassionate, who care about their community. So it needs to be a little, yo, what's up?
Yeah.
And they can come up to one of you guys going, yo, something you said from the stage really meant the world to me, whatever. But anyway, so what town are you from? Like,
I'm from Bay.
You're from Bay. Okay,
It's
okay.
15 minutes outside of Jonesboro. We had a lot of people, especially like my dad was one of those kinds of people. He's completely sober now, went through rehab and everything.
Oh, beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful, dude. That's awesome.
And he and a lot of other people there were either like selling, making, or just doing meth.
Oh, bro.
And it was, you could definitely see it in certain parts of it. It's a small town, but you could see it in certain parts of the town where it would affect people the most, and it would just be the not well kept areas, kind of like Jonesboro and Paragould, the places that it kind of all centers to one place, and that's the place the city's going to pay the least attention to. Because I was saying to someone the other day, it's kind of like a lot of people come to Jonesboro and they don't know that there's a lot of crime that goes on, and it's because Jonesboro puts it away really well. It's all centered in one area instead of coming out everywhere else.
Sure.
And I think that's a really big problem that we have, especially with like local government, federal government, that they're ignoring the drug problem almost and kind of pushing it off into different corners.
It's tough too. And I mean, I'm thankful that like, you know, after all, I work in Southeast Missouri, but it's just like a deal where, and there are places, you know, there's like, I'm trying to think of the right term, but there's like, you know, mental health facilities or whatever companies or whatever, I can't think of the right word, doll. Community organizations, doll. Is that what the right? Anyway.
Say it again, I'm sorry.
Like what FCC would be, kind of like a community.
Well, I mean, it's an agency, mental health agency, but,
right.
You know, mental health encompasses everything that the community suffers, like homelessness, mental health issues, drug addiction.
Right. So, you know, and sometimes it's like there's so much, so we kind of get that too. It's like, cause sometimes it's like, and homelessness is a tough thing.
Yes.
It's a very tough thing because like, you know, I work in crisis, so it's like, so I'm on call. So right now, so if a call happens, I got to go. But anyway, so but like it's like a deal where, and I tell people all the time, homelessness is like one of those things where like I can fix you if you're having like if you're suicidal or if you're needing medications or whatever, you need therapy. Okay, I can get you plugged in. But homelessness is one of those things where there's just not enough.
Yeah.
Like if Southeast Missouri opened up a homeless shelter today, it'd be filled up by tonight.
Right.
Because, you know, I'm saying and I never have a place for a person to go because and for Southeast Missouri, for a very little small community, we have a lot of resources, but it's just like, and that's the saddest part too, especially when you kind of get drugs involved and everything.
Yes.
But it's tough. I
mean, especially when you get pushed out on the street, and like a lot of homeless people do deal with that, but it's like one of the only things to turn to. So it's just unfortunate. And
I think one thing that's being helpful that I'm kind of seeing, I kind of see it happening in Philly, you know, because like, oh my gosh, like xylazine and fentanyl is pretty big around in that one neighborhood in Philly. It's like people are kind of going to them.
Yes.
Because like it's kind of like, because it's just so predominant and everything. So all you can really do, these people are really kind of like, they're kind of so far deep into it, all you really can do is mend the wounds literally, you know, for what kind of going on. So maybe just segue into something a little bit lighter.
So fun.
Let's get sad. Okay, so anyway, but I mean, I really applaud you guys for kind of like, you know, doing something and kind of having a platform and everything, being so young too.
One people
I'm so
know
jealous.
they can have fun without drugs or any kind of substance.
Absolutely, 100%, absolutely. And it's like, that's the beautiful thing about it. And I was so fortunate to raise my skateboard friends. We got into a lot of trouble and a lot of fun, and had nothing to do with drugs.
Exactly.
And we got kicked out of a lot of skate spots and everything else, because the late Taco Bell runs, the whole 9 yards. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And I'm following a lot.
After shows.
I'm following you guys like on Instagram, not only your band but your friends and everything. And I see you guys just having a great time and everything. And I love it. You guys just kind of always out and about doing things, and I go, it brings me so much hope. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you guys are just hanging out everywhere and anywhere, just having a great time, and I love it. It's beautiful. Yeah. There's a lot of life to be seen and experienced for sure, and that can be done better with it's being drug free. Amen. Right. All right. So Calvin, how did you join this band?
Well, actually, Evan introduced me to Jackson at the it was. I'm gonna tell that story actually. So Evan, I'm not sure on Evan's part, but Evan was talking to Jackson, and he met Jackson through Trent.
No, I met Jackson through Cameron Lamb. Shout out
Cameron Lamb.
Shout out Grandma Chandelier.
It was at the Pissant show.
Yeah, we were seeing a band called Pissant. That lineup was insane. It was Entrenched, Through Blood, Mazinko. Oh, and there was one other band.
It was Through Blood, and then Nail in Your Coffin.
Nail in Your Coffin. That's who it was. Yeah. So that was the first time I met him.
Say Through Blood when I said
Shout out Through Blood. Shout out all the bands.
I was about to say he already said Through Blood.
But met Jackson there because Cameron Lamb was like talking up to Jackson. Was like, "You want to start a band? This is the guy to do it to," and it brought me in. Great, let's do this. I've been waiting.
And then this dude was just like came up to me and then said, "Here's Jackson."
We've known each other for 2 years. I met Calvin right after I met you, I think, depending on when that Grandma Chandelier Storyline Reynolds Park show was.
Yeah, because I asked you, I go, how do you know Calvin?
Yeah,
I thought such a small world.
We met at Sue Sickle, a production done by Studio 42 in Manila, and Calvin's girlfriend at the time and I still partnered. We were both in the show, and I was doing tech, and Calvin was the stagehand. and I don't honestly know the story from there. I just know we started talking, and Calvin started following me around.
Literally,
like a lost puppy.
You should come to these shows. This would be
That's
so
what you
cool.
should do. Come on, Calvin. Was like, he's kicking and screaming. Come on, you're doing it. I don't want to go. Hell. So Calvin, like when I first ran into you and you were wearing your fancy Slayer shirt, like were you listening to any bands at that time? Any hardcore bands?
Yeah.
Well, why are you a secret hardcore kid? I walked in that Judah's upstairs. I had like a Love Is Red shirt. I know one time like, what I don't know. I was like, secret hardcore kid, not saying anything. No, that's cool. So what were you kind of listening to at the time?
Definitely not none of the new stuff that I recently got into. Like, I didn't even touch like Tsunami or like any of the big bands. I hadn't listened to Kublai Khan. I was listening to the more old stuff.
That's good.
Like the Old Hate Breed and stuff along those lines, like Earth Crisis. And then also I was really getting into like thrash and
nice.
slam.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
So what was your kind of like your gateway into like that hardcore type music? Like saying like, was it like the typical like, hey, Metallica or?
No. So I met this guy through one of my friends. His name is Sam Garvin. He was one of my best friends' dad, and he got me into a lot of bands that I never would have got into otherwise.
Okay.
He lives over where I live at, so Cardwell, Missouri.
Beautiful. Sam Garvin. So is Sam Garvin like a older dude or younger dude?
Yeah, he's old. He's older.
Older.
He has a kid that's my age.
That's so, okay. That's you're so kind and graceful. Okay. It's like okay.
Well, my parents are like 36 and he's in his 40s. So
okay. So
yeah.
Oh, that's fine. That's awesome, dude.
But the way that I got into metal was him, and with his stories of Texas stuff, and
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he used to live in Texas and be in like semi-big bands, and then he left right before they actually got big.
Dude.
Yeah.
So like thrash, you said you got into thrash. What kind of bands did you get into? Like where you listening to?
Usually it was my automatic, like, what I automatically went to was Slayer. Just like my first thing that I turned on. The first thing that I thought about was Slayer. And then
Nose in the Dirt is basically a Slayer song.
and then there was some other stuff that I got into. So like this, like, Slayer was my gateway into like death metal, and then death metal was my gateway into slam.
That type of thing.
Yeah, so it went Slayer, then Dying Fetus, and then it went towards like Cranium, Embrectotomy, like all that stuff.
So you kind of like you're further down the road than I am.
All the stuff with songs you can't say the names of.
Yeah, that's like I can't read it and I can't say it.
Yeah,
So.
you don't want to read it,
What's
trust
that song
me.
called?
Yeah, I was like, really? Huh?
Are you sure? That's what it's called?
Okay, so
Really? Is
So
that legal?
what do you guys think, Metallica or Slayer?
Slayer.
Slayer.
100%.
I'm 100% Slayer.
Shoot yourself.
Like, I like Metallica, but
Get out.
I also like Slayer.
The door's right there.
I just think Metallica's a little bit heavier. But I think,
Disagree.
What are you
Get
talking
out.
about?
Disagree, get out.
I think they go hand in
Doors
hand.
right
Listen
there.
to South of Heaven and then tell me that
South of
Metallica
Heaven
We
is
can
South
ride
of
on with
Heaven's my
Alex. We're
favorite.
done with
Yeah,
you.
that's by far my
Slayer's
favorite.
great. They're both. It's kind of hard to choose. Honestly, out of the big four, I like Anthrax.
Have you guys like? There's a 7-inch. I don't know if I still have it or not. But had like it was an Acacia Strain 7-inch. I bought years ago. And the flip side was like they did like a South of Heaven cover.
Really?
I was like so.
I wish I
fire.
could listen to
That's
that.
insane.
Yeah, I was like, yo, that is so good.
Yeah, if you ever want to let it go, just let me know.
Yeah,
Literally.
I don't hang on to things that much. I might give it to you.
Biggest Acacia Strain fan ever.
I'll pay you for it.
I'm about to say something that's going to get me kicked out of this house.
What?
I don't listen to either Metallica or Slayer.
That's fine.
That's fine. That's
You're
fine.
not saying that Metallica's heavier than Slayer.
I didn't get into Slayer till like after I'd like listened to a lot of hardcore and a lot of metal. It's just one of those things, you know. I just didn't.
Neither of those bands are my gateway. So
So how did Evan get into like hardcore music?
I was born in 2005, and my
God bless you.
That's old to us. That's old.
when I was 3, All Hope Is Gone by Slipknot had come out. And my brother, who is Brent from the Storyline, a lot of people know him as Sebastian, shout out the Storyline, he was listening to that record with his friend Corey and some other friends that would come over while they played Call of Duty, because if you had an Xbox 360, you could burn that sucker onto your Xbox and just listen to music while
I
you played
remember those
games.
days.
Right
And
on.
so the first time that I was like, Mom, I really want to play games, and my brother was like, all right, we're going to make you play World of War. An awful game for a 3-year-old to play, by the way.
World at War is
They
awesome.
were blasting All Hope Is Gone the whole time, and something just clicked in my head. I was like, this is awesome.
That's a really good record. I don't listen
yeah.
to Slipknot at all, but that's I think the only one I listen to from front to back, and it is because somebody at work suggested it.
Right.
It's so good, dude.
You gotta listen to all
Iowa's
of their
better.
stuff.
Iowa's my favorite.
Is it
Iowa's
better?
better.
For confession here, I I've never listened to Iowa from front to back at all.
Really?
Iowa's got some straight up death metal in there. Honestly,
Well-
it's like new metal with like a lot
It's
of those
not
extreme
even
metal
new metal.
influences. Yeah,
It's not even new
yeah,
metal
it's not
because,
even new
like,
metal.
I mean, the self-titled
That's
really
100% new metal.
It leaned into the new metal.
Yeah.
Well, they had a
but
lot
there
more-
was a lot more parts of like that was leaning towards Iowa with the
Yeah.
different types, and then Iowa was that. I can't remember one time where Sid was on the track like very like prominently.
Yeah.
Well, it was mostly who's the breakcore artist? A lot of that first record had a lot of almond breaks in it. Like the start of Eyeless, a lot of people don't know what an almond break is. That sample you hear is an almond break, while Joey starts picking up like tom beats and stuff.
A what break?
Almond.
It's like the.
Yeah.
I'm getting educated, kids. It's
Oh,
awesome.
yeah.
I love it.
But no, the self-titled by them was a lot more like diverse than Iowa. I think Iowa is
Yeah.
almost straight a death metal record, and then like you go back to the self-titled, and there's songs like No Life where Corey's just rapping the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, mercy.
It's
Iowa is crazy to me because that was the first time that they released like a 15-minute track where it was just like ambience
and screaming.
and just screaming.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure. Didn't Corey cut himself on that track?
okay,
he like stripped himself and cut himself.
Yeah. And made himself throw up.
Yeah, so they were really bad on drugs.
Yeah.
Bad time.
There you go. Another reason. These straight edge folks.
No, they
We're Xing up as we talk. Okay?
Corey was definitely really bad. He was dealing with a lot of self-harm, and that's why that record was like super dark and like hailed for being super inventive. Because Korn had just put out Daddy a few years prior, which awful song.
Yeah.
And then when that song came out, it was kind of the same vibe. Because it's almost the same riff the whole way through, a bunch of the same repetitive. It's almost like a Doom track with Corey, who was in the booth with candles and just crushing them the whole time.
Dang.
Yeah, it's a dark record.
So you got in. So when you were 3, you're like cutting your. Well, no, you didn't.
He was cutting himself at 3, playing 1 chord, going,
No, I meant cutting your teeth. I wasn't saying cutting. Oh man. Anyway, I was gonna say you really would cut your teeth when I think way before you're 3. Anyway, I know biology. Anyway, but as your introduction.
Yes.
So like we're into like the hardcore like that.
So I kind of gapped off from there because my mom was like, you don't need to always be listening to this. So I would hear like Slipknot and Pantera and stuff sometimes.
Oh, very cool.
My mom was a big
Hate
Ozzy
the
fan.
people.
Pantera, Metallica.
Rest in peace.
Yes, rest in peace. Just a bunch of that older stuff because my mom was born in the early 80s. And so she was really big getting into that. When she was graduating high school, there were bands that were just like in their prime, like Metallica, Slayer, Anthrax.
Sure.
Walking into the 2000s and branching out from their prime. So that was all the music she listened to, and it would go from
Your
there.
mom was listening to Metallica and Slayer?
Yeah.
Yo. It's destiny, my friend. It's just destiny, right?
I would hear Metallica, Slayer, Black Sabbath. My dad was the country person, which I have some country influence.
Respect.
Yeah. But growing up on that, and then like Red Hot Chili Peppers, Judas Priest, a bunch of stuff. And then when I finally hit like 13 to 14, I got it really big into modern deathcore, which was I was listening to Suicide Silence, of course, but like the new Whitechapel records, Brenda Sacrifice, Mental Cruelty, and then right before I graduated high school, about 2022 or 2021, I found Tsunami. And that was my absolute gateway in for some reason. A joke band was my gateway.
When I talk about them blowing up so fast, dude.
Put out Demonstration, and it's just to the top.
Like
talk about joke bands blowing up in general. Like Morbid Visions, complete joke band.
Well, not a joke band. They just kind of got together to have fun with the death metal project.
I mean,
It's just not taking themselves super seriously.
yeah, it's a joke band by definition. Idiot.
Shout out Morbid Vision, shout out Evan.
Like Tsunami just kind of blew up really fast. I remember like my friend Kyle, which I don't talk to a whole lot, but like he listens to a lot of good music, and also he started talking about this band Tsunami, like San Jose, and like yo,
all the bands out there are so
just
cool.
like boof. Just blowing, let's blow super. But I like Big Boy. I'm more kind of. I'm more there. Those guys are so good. It's best riffs ever, dude.
I like watching their live sets and everything. It's so
have you seen the one of Sound and Fury?
Yes.
It's so good, man. I love those guys. That's why I want to give them all hugs. They're such a good dude.
I like watching their For the Children set, and they're playing an unreleased song, and everybody already knows it.
You tell me about that.
That's so insane, and I can't imagine being in like a 600 cap room and everybody knows this unreleased song that you're just playing. It's like.
Oh, can you imagine?
Talk about
crazy.
hometown love.
That's a crazy vibe. In San Jose, so dude, can you imagine playing shows?
Yeah, I want to go there so bad. I've been far out to the West Coast, but never that far.
I mean, it's like playing SoCal shows and playing Philly. Oh my gosh.
If only. I want to go to Long Island for that reason,
bro.
Yeah.
You'd be so spoiled. Like I remember, ran into a friend. Well, I ran into a guy. I don't know if he's not doing shows anymore, but he played in. he played in Dead City, played bass in Dead City, and from Memphis, and he was from Syracuse, and like, so I met him one time at a show. We kind of learned that we were both from Syracuse. He goes, and when he was living in Memphis, he goes, man, we just got so, he goes, he gets spoiled up there, and I do. You look at all the Philly Flyers and Boston Flyers,
all the
and
local
Long Island
shows
Flyers.
and stuff.
I go, there's no way. I mean, you have to have
strengths playing a local headline.
make $100,000 a year to end up going to all the shows, like, because this is it's. I mean, talking about being. I couldn't imagine.
Every weekend you're spending $30, and that's 3 different shows.
Absolutely. And you're not walking away with no merch. You're listening with like self-discipline. Like, don't buy any merch this weekend. You know,
I have to wait.
I have to wait and everything. And that's that's a sucky thing. But still yet.
Well, that's kind of what's going on with the Southeast right now. You know, you look towards like Alabama and kind of starting in Florida, Tennessee, especially Brody Clymer and Drew Miller, absolutely amazing promoters in Tennessee, and then going down towards Alabama, you have like Emery from Twisted Luck, I believe that's his name. Just putting on amazing shows almost every weekend. Like I love seeing the Huntsville Flyers almost every weekend.
Oh my gosh, Huntsville's it's
seeing like a Memphis has a show every other weekend. That's kind of what I strive for Northeast Arkansas. I want that so bad.
In 2003, like in 2005, like there was kind of there was a really good guy. I mean, rest in peace. There's a really good guy. I mean. He was booking shows down there in Memphis. I mean, he got them in, dude. I mean, he got them in. Like, they were playing shows. The guy that I was talking about, he was booking shows, and this other guy was named Bradley, and he bringing show, man. It was like, it's always like this, like, Walls of Jericho, or it was like Terror, or it was like Misery Signals. It was
it's
like,
crazy.
So I thought of being very, very spoiled. And I think at the time when we had Ghost Town down in East Nettleton, we were doing shows, not nearly that, but shows like way early, Plea for Purging and all that stuff. I was thinking, because there were people just kind of start like the AKAs or kind of roll in and things.
Don't get me started on a Plea for Purging.
Oh man, gosh, it's so good.
I love a Plea for Purging.
They're so good, man. And so it's like, that was a really good time for Memphis, I think, for sure. Memphis is doing a different thing, which is
coming back, and it's honestly,
I think it's coming back, yeah.
I mean, they're the ones that are getting. They're the reason that people in Jonesboro only have to drive an hour to see these huge shows.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's pretty nice. Yeah. That's really, really nice.
I mean, like a lot of these underground bands that are just getting discovered, like Prevention, they popped off in the past 2 years. And they were one of the first bands that I saw kind of going towards that area. Same thing with Drop the Blade and Vulgarity. Those bands that are coming down here and like just starting to blow up are making their way down, and it's making shows for people to remember, because the Southeast is especially catching on to these newer, younger, heavy bands.
Yeah, and I mean, props to like Little Rock. Little Rock's been popping for a while. I mean, kind of bringing making the Rock Fest and things like that. And
Bitter is doing a lot of work for Arkansas.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
it's very, very nice. It's very, very nice. So, and a lot of great opportunities to see like amazing bands.
Yes.
You know, so we're very, very fortunate as far as being from Little Rock to Memphis. I think there's this like. You're spoiled, man. There's lots of good bands, and especially what I like. I think most thing I always tell people is like, who don't know this scene or whatever. I go, it's so awesome, because that gets kind of the way I felt. Like my heroes were my local bands.
Yeah.
You know, at the time, because like pay attention to these local bands, because they won't stay local for long.
Right.
And you'll be like, I saw them, and there's only 25 people there, and I was there. You know, because it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I mean, there's a lot of guys. You guys probably could think of bands like off the top of your head to like go, yeah, they're gonna be busy.
Oh yeah,
they're gonna be busy. They're gonna be busy in a couple of years, and that's so true. And I really hope that for Cora, because I love Cora.
Cora's really good.
So much. I go, they're way bigger than Memphis. You know, it's like I don't see. I just don't. I mean, that's maybe a bias, but it's like I just don't see anything. Besides, like, you have to go over the ocean to find somebody else as good as what they're doing.
They put on an amazing
and it's super, just plug in and play.
Yeah.
So anyway, so you guys got any bands you guys are kind of keeping your eyes on that, like any like local Arkansas, Little Rock, Memphis?
Through Blood.
Our friends in Through Blood, they played a show the other day with Peacemaker, I Saw God in Search of Statues and Entrenched, and oh my gosh, they played a bunch of the stuff off their new unreleased record, and I think after they put that record out, they're just going to be up from there. It's going to be
so? Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those situations.
For a person who's never seen I've heard Through Blood. I heard the new stuff, but like, for people who don't know Through Blood or just getting into Through Blood, like, what are they like?
They are super like orthodox in Mouth for War, modern metalcore sounds, not like a Northlane or anything, but the heavier side of it, the less singy parts, and just I would say there's a little bit of hardcore influence in there, but just in like two steps and dancing and everything.
Good, very cool.
Every time I hear it, it just reminds me of like Cell, Mouth for War, and Orthodox. That's
very awesome.
The best thing. If you're looking for a local version of that, and if you're looking for something to, because Mouth for War is not a band anymore, so if you're looking for something to fill that void, Third Blood will fill it for you.
I got you.
Third Blood will absolutely do it for you. Just raw sheer aggression. Those kids are younger than me and Alex for sure. I mean, they're all like
they're young. That's why I heard they're like
17 to 19.
I was like,
is their age range.
I was like, they are so dumb. I hate them being so talented, so talented and so young.
Honestly, I'm watching all of Little Rock right now.
That's awesome, I mean, because like Mazenko's like, man, dude, I haven't seen him at all, but I listen to them. I go, oh, that is so good. I've
seen them live, and they have it. They have it. There's bands like Morbid Visions, of course. I love Morbid Visions.
Are they like an integrity type band?
Dude, they just have that cool OG death metal sound.
Yes, Morbid Angel, Sepultura.
Oh, that type of thing. Okay,
yeah.
Okay, very cool, very cool.
Zashed?
Oh, always watching
Zash.
They put out that new record. Oh my gosh.
It's so good.
They're good, dude.
I think everybody's got for Arkansas at least, I think everybody's got their eyes on Zash right now.
That's awesome,
because they put out Hue and Cry, and then they announced that.
And they're busy too.
Oh yeah, they stay busy.
They stay busy,
Some of the nicest people I've ever met. Jackson has booked us now twice. One show that's not out yet in Little Rock, and I'm so appreciative. He's one of the nicest people I've ever met. Same thing with that entire band. They're all just sweet, down to earth people, and they really care, especially about Cersei, which is
that's so great. That's so amazing, man.
They care about where they're from, and
they're pretty young too. Yeah, they're young guys.
I think they're all younger. Don't quote me. I think they're all younger than 25. So they're
that's
one of the
fire, dude.
Doing it.
That's fire. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Alex, Jackson, you guys looking at anybody?
I don't really know about.
Mine was Zashed.
Zashed.
I love that. I fell in love with that new release that they.
That's awesome.
Just came out with. It's so good.
I don't really know about like upcoming bands that like super new bands, but I do really love Mazenko. I remember whenever I saw them, whenever they played All Will Suffer by Shattered Realm, I was in heaven, dude. Like, they were like, all right, this one's a cover. It's not by us. I heard the ding bell, the ding, and I was like, that can only be one thing.
So Pavlov over here. I love it. No, that is awesome. Insane. That's great, man.
And then bands that are also doing it are like Held Tight from Northwest Arkansas. Oh my god,
I love Held Tight.
Jowls. If you like, especially you with that like love of classic hardcore, they have a really good Jowls, especially is like kind of our Mind Force. I believe they're a little bit older guys.
Okay,
and
nice.
They all have like kids and stuff. They're kind of like our Mind Force. They're playing like not too many shows, but enough to where they're still relevant. I think they just put out a new song. I don't remember what it's called.
What's the name?
Jowls. Jowls. That's how I've always heard it. It might be Joel's.
Okay. Very nice, man. Very cool.
Dude, and then them and Held Tight, they're insane. And Death Rattle. Death Rattle's great.
I see Matt Johnson wearing like Death Rattle shirts.
Oh, yeah.
And shout out X-Thread X, dude. They're good.
They're so insane. They're just really good,
so
really
good.
fast. Moshing to them is so fun.
It scratches that, the itch. Like, I like that. It's really nice.
Yeah.
I'd say lately, man, I don't know what it is lately. I think I'm just like possessed by 2005 like hardcore. I'm just like, I don't know what it is. Like, I hit up my buddy Jimmy the other day and I go, okay, listen, I've been listening to a lot of like the Out of Control by Kids Like Us, and I'm listening to Outlive by Guns Up, and I go, and like No Warning, like the early, first two No Warning releases, I go, I need more bands exactly like this.
Yes.
Exactly like this. So I started going through the Locking Out, stuff and everything, and I go, help me, because that's where I'm at right now. And I go, so Benny, I mean, that's what I love about hardcore so much. It's just like, you would think like such a style of music, people would think it's just so, you would think there's like a variety. It's something for everybody.
Always.
Right. Yes.
Like my kid, like Nora, yesterday, we're like watching the set from like Turnstile from the Furnace Fest of 2023, because she goes, I want to do stuff like this. She loves Blackout and Mystery, and she likes the new stuff. I go, kid, I can see you doing it. But she's like, but that's where, like you mentioned, Turnstile, that's where it is kind of when you're 10 or 11 years old, that's where you like, yo, that's kind of like we kind of get turned on to, you know, but there's so much of variety, don't you guys think? I mean, I don't know what you guys listen to.
There's so much different stuff going on right now.
It's so crazy to me. It's so hard to keep up to. I feel like even to like back in the day, I remember just like, I'm going through like 5 or maybe 5 to 7 releases, but now it's like, I'm at work, I'm like going through like, well, listen to like Gel, rest in peace. You know, I feel so bad for Gel. And just going through like all these like new, like I go through like a bunch of like I was going through a bunch of old stuff like like kids like sing Guns Up. Then I'm listening to like and that's the front. Then I'm listening to like the new Ended stuff, which I'm kind of iffy on.
I love new Ended. I don't know what you're talking about.
I like the first few lists because like One Way Track's my favorite record by them by far. But I love them. I love is it Kill, the lead singer?
Yeah, he's such a charismatic.
He's the best. Dude. I love that guy.
His Tied Down set. Oh my god.
Yeah.
He's
so funny.
I love watching. I wish I could hang out with him just for a day. It's so great.
He's so funny. Probably one of the best frontmen out right now. He's so insane.
So like, what do you guys listen to? What do you guys listen to now?
Oof.
I mean, we'll get that. We'll get to the whole top 5 on the fly later. But I'm kind of curious what you kind of got. Like, what were you listening yesterday? Like, what were you listening to yesterday? Like the first thing you put on yesterday, what was it?
The first thing that I put on.
I was driving to Manila, so I was listening to pop punk that I could sing along to.
Oh my gosh!
Good morning.
My shirt finally came in.
Okay, I got it. I'm about to. This is what I've been doing the past couple of days. I made a comment on your post about when you said like, what are you listening to this morning?
Yeah.
I've been listening. This is going to be a bit of an emotional moment for me.
Okay, sure.
I know you know my older brother, Andy Nance.
I do.
Shout out to my brother.
Yes.
Because he is the reason why I wanted to be in a band. He is the reason why I wanted to be in a band. And so for the past week, I've been listening to nothing but his old stuff from Silent Secrets.
I love that dude.
I've been listening to all of his old stuff, and it's like it about made me cry.
Shout out Andy, man. Shout out people, older brothers or people.
That's the whole reason I'm doing it.
Right, you know.
So whenever I was 9 years old, I saw my brother, playing, in Silent Secrets back then. And when I was 9 years old, I saw him upstage, and I said, I want to do that.
Yeah.
I want to do that. And so...
that's so sick.
See, absolutely, man.
The music that my brother made with Silent Secrets was so good that, it just makes me so sad because I wish that it was still a thing. And
sure, absolutely.
So
I get that.
So I've been listening to all of that, and for anybody out there who remembers Silent Secrets, if you guys remember the iconic song, the Dragon song, amazing. It's an awesome song. It's an awesome song. I gotta show you guys Silent Secrets later.
Well, even too, I think so. You got talking about that, and I think we always can kind of plug these bands that really, like a brothers band, that meant a lot to us. I think sometimes, I don't know who I got talking to. I think it's the Pending Approval guys, but it's something about how they had a friend. Maybe this is something you guys can think about, whether you want to do it for Spring Hollow or for this band. But I think every band, and it's again, if I was running the world, I'm not. But I think it's really important to kind of it'd be kind of cool to kind of not only maybe preset, before you guys go on, while you guys are setting up, I think bands should have a preset, this is you guys can listen to this music while we're setting up, over the speakers. And it could be like Silent Secrets. I told the guys in Pending Approval, they got a guy who plays really good acoustic type country. I go, yo, play that and give him some love, while you guys are setting up. And you can go, you know what I'm saying? You can
right.
You know what I'm saying? I think it's good. I mean, I'm just saying.
Right,
And I never. That's really nothing I didn't think about until I started talking to those guys last week. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And also that way, it kind of gives them, because who knows?
They'll never know what happens.
You never know. Yeah.
I think that's definitely a great idea, especially plugging the locals and plugging people maybe not from here that we especially like.
Absolutely. Just kind of you got them a playlist or whatever, these bands mean a lot to us or whatever for whatever reasons. Right. There could be a myriad of ways or whatever, but I love it, man. Yo, I like that. That means a lot. That's awesome. How about you? What do you listen to? Yesterday. What you pop in yesterday? First thing.
Let's see.
You wake up and you yawn and you're playing what?
Okay, so this isn't hardcore, but I really love this band from the 90s.
Poser.
Huh?
Poser.
Okay, shut up, dude. I was listening to Death Threat yesterday too, okay?
Poser.
But I really love this band from the 90s called Hum. Yeah, they're this...
Thumbs up.
He's been
That's good
recently
stuff, yeah.
having me listen to Hum too.
Yeah,
So-
I do really love Hum. They do scratch this itch for me where it's like, it's got like that kind of post-hardcore vibe, but it's also got like the very spacey, like
Yeah.
atmospheric stuff.
Yeah.
Their albums, You'd Prefer an Astronaut and Downward is Heavenward. Those are two really great records.
That's
If-
rad.
If I'm thinking of a specific song, the song If You Are to Bloom is the one that I'm really listening to lately. And then, like I said earlier, Death Threat. I really love Death Threat.
What's funny about this is that I'm more relatively new into everything hardcore. I've always liked hardcore, but what I'm most well versed in is post-hardcore.
Yeah.
I'm a very big post-hardcore fan. A lot of people, this is a big like debate if either they're post-hardcore or metalcore. But my favorite band of all time is Under Oath.
Oh, okay.
I love Under Oath, and so they were my gateway into an intro of hardcore.
Oh, yeah.
Because like their record, of course, Define the Great Line has a lot of hardcore influence.
Oh, yeah.
And it's incredible.
Oh, yeah.
And so they were really my start into like hardcore even before I started actually listening to hardcore.
Oh, man, kudos to Under Oath because I think a lot of people kind of like really... I think they're a gateway for a lot of folks because they kind of had a journey themselves. They were like at first, I think they were like
they were like an early deathcore band. Like
yeah, they'd gone through this metamorphosis of like they were like a really heavy hardcore band. They were like a black metal. Then they were like
I guess not necessarily deathcore. Yeah, they were more like death metal.
Yeah.
They were something at first.
Yeah.
But what it was like really cool though.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
it was really cool.
I mean,
And then
like
their transformation was wild. It's like
Oh,
they went from
absolutely.
one sound to another, and it's like, yo, they're cooking here.
Oh yeah, I love it. Like while
I think
the
there
sun
might
still
be
sleeps is so
cooking.
good. Like While the Sun Still Sleeps, like that record is by far.
Oh, that's
that's the older guy talking, but it's just
I mean,
so
I
good.
love that older stuff. Like They're Only Chasing Safety.
Yeah, right,
Oh
yeah.
my goodness, that album from start to finish.
I think that's the one that really kind of catapulted them
Oh
for sure.
yeah, that album is from start to finish a no skip at all. Same with Define the Great Line. Define back to back. Those are
You're not alone. You're not alone. I got a friend who he totally just preaches the same. Yeah.
those are back to back albums that are just like, if anyone could do a better sequence of albums, name me right now. Actually, I probably could. Actually,
Terror.
There is one band which I don't. Which,
Jackson and do
Hate
that.
breed.
This is in the post-hardcore realm. Hawthorne Heights.
Oh yeah, dude.
Hawthorne Heights with If Only They Were Lonely, or if only you were lonely. No, okay. The first one being The Sounds of Black and White, and then If Only You Were Lonely. Those two albums back to back, like that's a.
There's an era like the Victory Records era where like Hawthorne Hearts and a lot of those bands like they were like, and everybody like anybody like you see those shirts, it's like. If you go to a show, you're going to see a Hawthorne Heights record and everything. So, I mean, not only was metalcore popping during the time, but also, like, whatever you want to call those bands, you can call them post-hardcore or whatever, but, yeah.
It was really cool. My brother back, whenever I was a kid, he would always get the Victory record DVDs.
Oh, yeah, fire, dude.
That he subscribed to. And, it would have, of course, Hawthorne Heights or Silverstein or any new music, like anything like something. That's where I first learned of Atreyu. Was Atreyu, because I loved old Atreyu. And
I do too.
And so my brother had all like these old Victory record DVDs, and it was so cool. And I would like watch them with him, and I would just be like, I want to do this.
Yeah, I just do that.
I want to do this.
So, Evan, you listen to pop? punk on the way
Yeah.
to.
Well, I say that and I forgot that I went to work that morning, but I was listening to like Baby Baby by a band called Sports. They're like indie rock.
Okay.
And it's just super dissonant and easy to drive to.
Yay.
And I love that. But yeah, a lot of pop punk, and that's older brother's fault.
I'm also a big lover of pop punk. I love neon pop punk is also what it's
I don't know what that is.
It's like a brighter, more poppy pop punk.
How do you get
Think of All Time Low. All Time Low is
that's not just pop punk?
That's neon pop punk.
Wow.
That's more neon pop punk,
Oh, man.
or a
I was listening to,
band, or a band like Forever the Sickest Kids. They
Still,
are
I'm
neon
like,
pop punk.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid soundtrack.
Oh yeah.
No, I was listening to like Story So Far, Good Charlotte. Stuff
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
dude.
Yeah.
So, like,
and then
Tom
metal
Pop
pop.
Story so far.
I love them so much.
Oh yeah, man.
We started on the Story so far. I love
And then 2000s metalcore, so like Avenged Sevenfold, Killswitch Engage, That's How They Dying.
That's a whole genre in itself, dude.
Kill Switch.
Oh,
Kill Switch
man,
really paved a way for
This-
like
yes.
modern like the modern metalcore of like 2007, 8, 9.
And they definitely
everything. It
changed.
was
They definitely
wild.
changed the negative vibe for sure too. I think you know they kind of brought it. It was heavy, but it's also they're kind of talking about like because I think that's like I said. I think music just kind of ebbs and flows. I think certain things are necessary for certain times. You know what I'm saying? The negative's important, the positives, you know, because you just can't have it. I don't know. Such is life. What were you listening to actually, Calvin? You woke up, you had a bowl of Fruit Loops, and you're listening to what?
No Cure.
You listen to No Cure? Oh, look at that. That's why I drink this coffee black, ladies and gentlemen.
Because
No
there's
sugar
cure.
added. No sugar added.
Because there's no curative added.
Yeah.
Well, I want to kind of get into the top 5 on the flat for sure, kind of see what you guys listen to lately. But for people who don't know, like, what do you guys do? Like, besides the band, do you guys work? Do you guys skate? Do you guys mountain climb? You guys like, you know, go into, I don't know, treks in the Antarctic? Like, what are you guys doing?
I do nothing besides the band.
Jackson's like, hey, check this riff out. I was like, what do you do? Like, I remember one of the first ones we met was like, hey, what kind of games do you play, dude? He's like, video games?
Yeah, I do not play video games. I just
Yeah, me too.
just write.
He's Jones for his guitar. Like, I didn't play guitar for 3 days. I'm like, oh man.
Jackson is purely a musician.
I watch
you go.
YouTube.
You listen to a lot of vinyl.
I watch YouTube.
Yeah,
You watch
I do
YouTube?
love vinyl.
Talk about your vinyl.
I do love collecting vinyl. That's my dad's fault mainly because my dad really loves collecting vinyl.
Oh, good.
He's got like he's got like a whole room that's like dedicated. Like he's got like this his sound system, his stereo. He's got like his little, well not little, it's a big collection. He's got like a big collection of stuff, like tons of stuff. Like it's very wide. You'll have like I don't know, like some like more dad-ish kind of stuff,
Sure, yeah.
like Bob Dylan or whatever.
Oh, word,
and then
yeah.
you'll have like stuff like the Repo Man soundtrack with like, you know, Suicidal Tendencies,
Oh, nice.
Black Flag, Circle Jerks.
Really? Wow,
all
that's
that.
nice.
I was over at his house and his dad just like took up majority of the time. He was like, "Look at my record collection," and I was like, "Absolutely."
That's what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
That's what they're supposed to
To be
do.
fair, Jackson has a pretty cool record collection too. Like,
Yeah.
kind
Yeah,
of insane.
like
Nice.
he has some of the craziest picks
That's
from a
nice.
hardcore kid.
Craziest
What's the
or like-
what's the wildest 7-inch you have?
7-inch?
Or record? Okay, I don't
I've
know
got, in terms of 7-inches, I have like quite a couple like bootleg Misfits 7-inches. Like I got
Okay.
the Halloween 7-inch. It's a bootleg, but you know. And then the
So be it.
Night of the Living Dead 7-inch. I've got multiple Minor Threat 7-inches, multiple Dinosaur Jr. 7-inches that came in a box set.
Bro.
And in,
Nice.
in St. Louis, I found the 1970 original U.S. pressing of Paranoid by Black Sabbath.
Bro.
Yeah. So
Wow.
I was like, I have to get this.
Bro.
Yeah, your St. Louis finds are kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That's where you got On Silent Death by Nails, right?
Yeah, that's where I got Unsilent Death by Nails, United Blood by Agnostic Front.
Bro.
You know.
That's fire,
I'm
dude.
talking about someone that knows everything under the sun about hardcore.
So you guys, so I saw
We
being
call him
like,
the Jacksopedia.
I was talking to Evan at the show, and I didn't bring it up, but it's something I kind of noticed that he was talking about, and it's probably the same with you guys too. I mean, since you're kind of like, younger guys, which is totally fine. You're playing like kind of like late '90s, like metallic hardcore and everything, do you guys find yourself, and I probably know the answer to this already, but that's okay, but I like to kind of hear your stories though, but do you guys find yourself kind of like in the library of like digging like for like media hardcore, like as far as looking for like old shows, or are you going through like you're looking through the history of a certain band, or are you guys like connecting the dots with stuff, or like who influenced who are you guys doing all that stuff? You guys kind of nerding out on that because you are kind of like, I'm saying, I'm just like saying like, what are you doing this, and what do you find interesting? Because you're talking about like Earth Crisis, like old Earth Crisis shows.
Old Earth Crisis set where you're not even sing any of the words.
Right. So you kind of, because you kind of live in a day and age where you kind of, that stuff's kind of pretty accessible, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, anytime.
So what are you guys finding?
Anytime us three are in the same room, we're turning on a set of some sort, and then we just subject Alex to it because we're like, we have to indoctrinate the brain.
And I'm loving it every single time. Every time, because I'm just like, I've always liked hardcore. But I was never, like, I guess, just like properly introduced to anything big hardcore.
Sure.
I guess like the closest to hardcore, which this is more southern metalcore-esque, but the closest to like hardcore that I was listening to as a kid or like as a teenager was would be either Every Time I Die or Poison the Well or Norma Jean.
Sure, yeah.
Poison the Well.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
One of the best ones that we've watched was the what's the one with Rick to Life that's in it, unfortunately?
Yes, it's Madball, New York City, them playing that at Coney Island in 95, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a part of the New York hardcore documentary, and Rick to Life is all over that thing.
Literally.
That's awesome, man.
It's so insane. And then Satisfaction is the Death of Desire release show.
Yes, that's my favorite.
You mentioned that.
12-minute set, and they're just so many fights.
Yeah, during Severed, while they're playing Severed, you can hear Jamie just being like, "Hey, break it up!"
Because there's just three people in the pit, just like fist fighting.
Fist fighting each other.
Well, we're always watching sets, and especially like watching the older guys do the modern stuff, like Cold as Life. We like to watch Cold as Life sets.
Yes.
What's some other ones?
God's Hate.
Well, that's a modern band doing really cool stuff.
Marauder
sets.
Earth Crisis.
The Nails Sepultura thing.
Yes, when Max Cavalera joined them to play Territory.
It was insane. If you haven't seen that, insane. Nails brought him on stage. Do you listen to Nails?
I do, not a lot, but I do. I do. I mean, I have a lot. Dude, I forget their guitar player. I listened to the
Todd Jones.
Todd. I listened to a podcast with him. When was it? But who's he talking to? I think he was talking to dude who does the One Life, One Chance podcast. Yeah. So I got a chance to listen to that. Yeah. Dude can write riffs, dude, for days. Yeah, it's so good, man.
So good. Everything that man touches.
Early Terror is insane, dude.
Early Terror is amazing. I mean, I have a favorite Terror record.
What's your favorite Terror record?
It's the first one. It's
Lowest of the Low.
Lowest of the Low is my favorite. Dude. It just goes. It's just like there's no stopping. I'm just like,
it's just Carry On too.
That's like,
that was
I love it, man.
When you're saying Carry On, the first thing I think of is Parkway Drive.
Dude, the song with Human Furnace from Ringworm on that record is insane.
It's nonstop.
And even crazier what they do after that with one with the Underdogs.
One with the Underdogs. I think those first two. I love everything Tara touches. I mean, Scott Vogel's the man, dude.
Yeah,
Keepers of the Faith is also.
Keepers of the Faith, yeah.
It's crazy that they were able to pull out a record that good, that far into their career, and
nuts.
Still keep it consistent.
It's nuts. That's why I think it's so amazing about them. Just
They're
like,
so
how? It's
even
so
when Todd
crazy.
left, it just stayed a great band.
Yeah, like whenever Martine was bringing in his stuff, Frank Three Gun, and he's got an insane repertoire of bands. Frank Three Gun does, Integrity, Ringworm, Terror. He's in Hatebreed now. That's like an insane
repertoire for sure. Yeah. Be a part of and
One
everything.
of the greatest of all time for sure.
What I love about you guys talking about watching. I know the footage, the quality of the footage, back then is not that great. But I'll tell you what though, I was sitting here watching when Turnstile played that free show in Baltimore or whatever, and it's super low quality.
Yeah,
and I love every minute of it
bringing back
because and it does a lot for me. I go, Because I just think there's something magical about. I don't know what that is, because I think sometimes it's kind of like, I don't know. There's something about, I can't quite put my finger on it.
Nostalgia-wise, or
I guess so, because that's the only way like we recorded shows back in the day.
Back with the VHS cameras
And it's bad. It's bad. I don't want perfect. I don't want perfect editing.
I want to see what it looks
I don't
like.
want perfect
I wanna
production
watch something
because life is not perfect editing and life's not perfect. I go
Right.
This is it's like a family video. Like like you had a barbecue or a birthday party. That's what I want. You can put your little recording camera on your shoulder and just start shooting.
You're gonna show this to somebody at some point. They're not gonna fully understand it. They're gonna love it.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. So I go, give me that all day. Say I love it.
It also kind of calls back to like, especially nowadays, because everybody's just hopping on like the VHS, like, because everything's been so overproduced,
Yeah,
like especially with photography, the movies, your videos, your home videos, like especially with a lot of the local bands. If you see it on your Instagram For You page, like Three Blood just recently got one. It's all VHS.
VHS at a place called Howdy's in Kansas City, Missouri.
Yeah,
That's good.
It's awesome.
Insane.
That's good. I like that. I really just. And I think that's a good point to. That's a good point to make. I think that's what it is. Like even like older skate videos, because that's kind of what we had at the time. And I tell my kids, I go, what they're recording with at this time was like the best they had to do record video at that time.
I love
Camcorder
old
footage.
skate videos. I love old skate videos, like the fisheye VHS.
Yeah, the fisheye thing and everything.
Alex, what are you doing outside of the band?
Yeah, what are you doing, man?
What am I doing outside of the band?
Yeah. What are your hobbies? And
Just working.
Spring Hollow doesn't count.
I work.
Kevin's gonna get us. Kevin's gonna get us.
Kevin could get me. I don't care.
That is one of the things that I do outside of this band. Is that I'm in another band called Spring Hollow. That's been brought up I don't know how many times now.
Told you not to say
that. But
You can't say your own band's your favorite.
I work in a movie theater. I work at the Malco.
I didn't know that.
It's all right.
There's a way you can find them if you want to go walk around.
It's all
I
right.
wish I had more time.
He
for
works.
I will shout out my GM.
He works
my
until
general
like
manager,
5:30.
My general manager Jeff. He's cool. I love him.
Shout out Jeff.
Shout out Jeff.
Shout out Jeff. I mostly am, if I'm not doing anything with the band, I'm either going and finding some food to eat that I've
Dude loves Tokyo House.
Literally every time I
at
talk
Tokyo
to him.
House in Jonesboro. That's I go and eat there all the time.
Where are you at, Tokyo House?
Literally.
Muzzleflash is endorsed by sponsored.
Or I'm
we
playing,
get that.
or I am at home just playing video games. I've been trying to make this year. I don't know why, but this year I told myself I'm going to try to play a lot more new games.
There you go.
I am someone who's very into just classic games. Like,
Hey.
I'm very much a classic gamer. 90s, early 2000s. So like
Nice.
I love Nintendo 64, SNES. I love the GameCube.
Work.
And so, of course, I'm a big Pokemon fan. I'm a big Pokemon fan. And
Yeah, dude, so is Israel.
And so I was like, I was playing a lot of the classic games, just replaying them over and over and over and over.
Right on.
And finally, it's like, a number of people, like my friends outside of the band have told me, like, yo, you need to play these new games. You need to play these new games because you would love it. You would love it. You would love it. And finally, so like in December of last year, I got myself a PS5 because I was like, I'm going to play all these new games that my friends want me to play. So that's what I've been trying to do.
So we should have Pokemon nights, because I remember like my son-in-law and my son, they would come over, they would just play like, man, they get their stack of Pokemon cards, they have like the board set up, and like it's amazing.
I used to play-
I lose.
I
Of
used
course,
to
they
have,
stack the deck and
I
everything.
used to have times like that with my brother Andy when I was a kid and he was a teenager.
Bruh.
We would play Pokemon a lot.
That's fire, dude.
We would play Pokemon a lot, and it was so much fun. So
Well, like I said, I mean, I'm glad you guys are kind of like, doing stuff outside, like it's good to see. I go.
there is one more thing.
What's up, dude?
The main thing that I do is talk to my lovely girlfriend
Nice.
who lives all the way in Connecticut.
I really thought you were about to say something about digging in your butt.
I thought we didn't go over it with you.
One more thing,
I thought
digging
you
in
were
my
going to
butt.
say like gooning or some crap.
Totally
I was
digging in my
going to jump over the table.
Hey, I didn't bring it up. He did. I pointed at Evan. That's who I was
Your
pointing
lovely
at.
girlfriend Katie.
My lovely girlfriend Katie, who lives in all the way in Connecticut. We have a long distance relationship.
Bro.
And so
Fire.
I mainly, whenever she's not at work and I'm not at work, we're on the phone.
Well, there's your connection to Connecticut, guys.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Up there.
And so
How we get connected to 100 demons.
I would love to play a show in Connecticut.
Yo.
I would love to because
Yeah.
I've been up there. I've been up there a couple times already. To see her, and it's beautiful. It's gorgeous.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I figured out real fast that I was much more of a northern winter and fall guy than a south summer
God,
and
dude.
everything guy.
Dude,
Because I was like,
summer's-
It's just summer in the south.
Yeah.
every time, all the
Yeah.
time.
It doesn't
It's
rotate.
like-
yeah,
It's
I get
like
that
being
part.
cuddled by 15 people in a blanket.
That's nasty.
It feels like
with it, heater on.
it feels like Satan literally just was like, here,
Here
let's
you go.
taste my tongue.
Gross, bro.
Are you aware of the digging in your butt memes?
Can we not? No. Can we? No. We told each other that we weren't going to do this on the podcast.
We said that we weren't going to disgrace ourselves.
We told
Nah,
you we
look what you've got.
after I pointed at you.
Look what you've done.
Band's done.
Dude, we got to break up after this.
We'll probably do that off the pod.
No, we're going to do this right now. We're done.
I'm already typing the statement.
Let's type of-
The notes app statement that you're going to post on the Instagram.
I'm about to post the biggest apology.
Digging my butt.
So, you guys do anything to support the demo? Like any show coming up?
So
Hint,
we have
hint.
a demo release show. The lineup is so from open to close. It's August 15th. It's us, a band called Anamoya from Tennessee. They are huge for Jonesboro because
They're good.
last year in September we had the hardcore revival show back
Sure.
when the first show at the skate shop, and it was Anamoya, Entrenched Commandment, and then it was
I remember that.
It was Slick Athlete. That was the first show that I went to here. They were the first hardcore band that I saw.
Like
That was
50
very nice,
people,
yeah.
60 people there. It was crazy. And Anamoya is coming back for the first time in a new venue in Jonesboro. And then Vermin Fate, a really, really, really cool Memphis death metal band.
Very cool.
Which they're insane. As soon as I got hit up about bringing them over, I was so excited about it.
Very nice.
Please come out to this show. Please come out to this show. Please come out to this show. Please,
Don't
come out.
beg. What are you doing? You don't have to beg. You're good.
For us, please. Spin kick.
No, we do.
We want to see you guys fill that place up.
If you want to save money, get your ticket online at Hate Sentimental Books Instagram or Facebook.
Yeah, this guy would
you can
know.
get a link to the website. It's $10 in advance, and Jonesboro should start buying tickets in advance.
There you go.
Because you'll save money. More money for merch, more money to support these bands, even if you just get a sticker. And then the headliner is Entrenched. I love
Very
these
cool.
guys, yeah.
Okay. All right. Shout out
my favorite.
Entrenched.
Shout out in
Love Entrenched.
Hey guys, gonna have merch?
Oh yeah, we're bringing a new shirt and then one of our
New
older
shirt. I don't even
shirts.
have the old shirt.
I have one that I think you'd like, and I'll keep it around for
Okay.
the show.
Which
Fine. I'll trade you a 7-inch.
which
for
old
it.
shirt? Which old shirt?
What do you mean which? Oh, do you guys have
Which
more
one?
old
We have
shirts?
more
We
than one.
have 3
That's it.
designs.
We're done. We're done.
We have 3 designs.
Secret merch. Oh boy. Okay.
We're waiting for. We do all of our merch designs locally. Like Gavin has done 2 of them.
Okay.
He's working on the new one. Gavin from Through Blood. Autumn Dolhan, X-Nail in Your Coffin did our first one. Also did our logo. And then this.
Very cool.
And then Jada Matney, one of our really good friends, did our most recent design. You'll get
Big
to see-
shout out to Jada.
Yeah.
Shout
you'll
out
get to
Jada.
see all of it
Okay.
at that show. I'm not gonna leak anything for you. You're just gonna have to see.
Oh no, you're totally cool. You're totally good. You're totally good.
But it's a good time. We try to
We
keep
can
the merch
leak
just,
off pod.
just so people can come to the table, especially since we're playing in Jonesboro.
Sure.
You know, a lot of people around here buy shirts and support local. So
Sure.
we want to make sure that they have a new shirt almost every time they see us.
I
Right on,
love seeing
right on.
that almost
Right on.
everybody in our scene has a shirt of us.
That's nice. It's
I
encouraging,
just
right?
love seeing the shirt with the bullet X's on it, just on
Literally.
everybody.
That's the one I was wanting.
Yeah.
Was it
We
the
made
Hate
it
Liquors
for-
one or True Till Death?
We try to keep it to where it's all bullet X's on the front.
Yeah.
Right now.
No. Shut up.
We also
We're gonna have a talk after this.
But I do like the logo, and I like kind of what you're doing there. That's pretty nice because you got to have like that. But you got to have that thing.
we gotta have a thing.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that is, and I mean it like that either. I mean, you got to have that like something.
Yeah.
Because everybody has it. You know, your Earth Crisis.
Earth Crisis had the wrenches. Judge had the hammers. We got the bullets.
It's kind of part of hardcore, right? I mean, because art and like everything kind of goes hand in hand with like hardcore. That's how they kind of got with the zines and everything else. That's kind of got the message across. You know, that's how you knew Youth of Today logo compared to whatever Judge logo. You just know who it is.
It's just collegiate font.
Maybe one day we'll have like maybe we'll just do like you guys are listening to like 185 Miles South at all that podcast. Oh man, you should. You feel like hardcore, man. It's these guys. There's like just nerding out about hardcore. They'll do like different. They'll pick out a year and their favorite 7 records from that year. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Maybe we'll do something like that in the future.
Dope. Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys need to take a bathroom break before we kind of segue into top 5 on the fly?
No, we're good. I think we're good.
No pee breaks.
I need a
How
pee
soon
break.
are we wrapping up? That's
I need
my
a pee
question.
break.
We
I need a
are
pee
wrapping
break.
up. What time is it? Okay.
11:26.
We can do this. We can do this in 15. Right?
Let's do this.
I got work at 1.
Okay. Okay. Well, we're good then. We're good.
Sweet.
Okay. So listen. We can do this. Let's just figure out the game plan. We're gonna do a top 5 on the fly. I mean, each one of you guys. Like us and pending approval, we did it in like 15 or 20. Sorry for the fly. Jackson's got directly a fly in the eye. So we're going to like so basically we can do the category be like what's the top 5 bands you've listened to lately, or top 5 songs you listened to lately, or it could be just like most important bands, top 5 bands that are most important to you. Whatever you guys want to do. What do you guys want to do?
Definitely not songs.
And I'm going to play alongs because I get to.
Let's just do bands because I can't do songs. I listen to songs.
Let's do bands. Let's do bands.
Okay.
So we're going to discuss top 5 bands that lately, or just like that are most important to you.
Most important, I would say.
Most important to you.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to do top 5. So I'm going to do. Who wants to get the last one? So I think the guy who goes first goes last. So, Calvin, you want to go first? Then I'll go, and then we'll just kind of go all the way around.
Okay.
So, top 5 bands that are most important to you. We'll start there. And Calvin's going straight to the phone.
I had to look at his music real
Tsunami,
quick.
Haywire, X Weapon X, Earth Crisis, and Madball.
How good is X Weapon X?
So good. I mean,
They're so
got members
brutal.
of Gates to Hell, Knock Loose.
How good is Gates to Hell? Oh my lord, that new release is bonkers. I'm so thankful for that new release.
Members of Koyo now. If you don't know Koyo is a great band.
I don't
My
know
shirt
that
for
one.
the record.
Who's their what band is their vocalist from?
I don't know. Koyo is like a lot
Oh,
softer.
Koyo? Oh, I know that. I thought you said something else. I thought you said Coolio.
That was
Coolio.
Rest in peace. Rest in
Yo,
peace,
Coolio
Coolio.
became hardcore.
Yo.
When? That's wild.
Yeah, after a while, dog. Yeah, no, X Weapon X is super solid.
my
Great. It's like
Hardcore
Lord.
7
straight up
soundtrack.
super group.
And that first demo, I was like, boof.
The second one's even better.
I know, I heard that. Was
The Earth Crisis feature.
Earth Crisis feature.
With the lyrical
Dang.
callbacks to Firestorm. It's crazy.
Literally. And the riff.
So hold on, I gotta get Calvin. So Calvin, you said Tsunami, you said X Weapon X.
Haywire.
How good is Haywire, dude?
Oh my goodness.
Talk about a band that's blowing up and that's
Ain't-
great.
Yes.
107 dates.
Oh my god.
107
They
dates
did
in a year.
107 dates. Like I'm like back to back to back to back.
Yes.
So good.
And also pulling from things that not a lot of bands nowadays are pulling from. Like they're pulling from like the old Boston stuff, like Sheer Terror and all that.
Yes.
It's great.
I
Like
love
they
it
put me
so
on
much.
the old Boston scene.
Yeah.
Like
Poison the Well cover. Nerdy.
Ain't that just off the wall?
I was
Isn't
so
that
happy
off
when
the
I saw
wall?
that though. I was like, I love Poison the Well.
Oh my
And then
gosh.
doing one with the Underdogs, and then the Sheer Terror version of Boys Don't Cry by the Cure.
Yeah. I
are we
saw
not
that
going to
too. I
talk?
saw
Are
that
we not
too.
going to talk about Boston Boot Boys?
X Weapon X, Tsunami, Haywire, Earth Crisis. Who else?
Bullshit. Oh, Metal.
You said Madball?
Madball.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. Well, New York. Look at you in New York. Well, you got Kentucky and you got somebody else.
It's literally all
San
over the
Jose.
place.
Yeah. Very cool, man.
Mine is kind of weird. So number one, basement.
Oh my gosh! Hey, Spring Hollow, shout out Spring Hollow for doing like basement cover.
I was screaming it the whole time.
That was so good.
Dude, perfect records.
I hope we did justice. I hope we did.
Oh, it's good.
Did y'all
man.
do Covet?
Yeah, we did.
Perfect records. They have I Wish I Could Stay Here, songs about the weather, Color Me in Kindness, of course, everybody knows that record.
Yeah.
And For You the Moon, those four are like my all-time favorites and are so perfect.
How good is that songwriting, dude? I mean,
Yes.
holy
And
cow!
even their live sets are insane. People stage diving and moshing to it. It's like, how does this make sense? It's a band that's been around for a minute that still has so much fun with their music.
They're like so. And have you guys noticed? And I think it's, I don't know, maybe I'm the only one noticed. I'm sure you guys too. But there's bands that are kind of like, they're like, I don't know how else to put it. Maybe you say they're hardcore adjacent, or they're just like hardcore by association. I kind of consider Basement always shows up at these shows like
Outbreak Fest?
like Sound and Fury and Outbreak and everywhere else. You know, it's like, who else is that?
Like that's the way that title fight was for
Right,
sure.
Title
because
Fight was
Title
like
Fight
British
came up in
Mafia and
the-
Project Pat do that a lot.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
Let's see, number two would have to be Foundation.
Oh my gosh.
Especially with Turncoat. That EP is
Oh my
insane.
lord, I think it's so good.
All Hearts of Devotion. There's something great about Foundation. Watching their FYA set. Oh my gosh.
Incredible.
That's insane. It's history. It's great.
Aesop Mongo.
Yeah. Number three, that's a harder one because my top two are just hard to beat for me. Number three would be Madball, just because Set It Off exists.
I like that quote. That's a good quote.
Yeah.
I like that.
And don't ignore the rest of the discog too.
Oh,
like Hold It Down,
perfect.
Demonstrating My Style.
Yep.
Yeah.
All is perfect.
The new stuff is kind of lackluster.
I don't know. I haven't listened
It
to the new
happens
stuff
that
that
you get-
much.
Oh
It
yeah.
happens.
Oh yeah.
Mall from North Dakota.
What is it?
Mall.
Okay,
M-A-U-L.
okay.
They put out a record last year, and it's so good. It's really, really good, like heavy death metal.
Okay. That sounds familiar.
The number five, Big Boy. Easy.
Oh man.
That's a band I put on every day.
Yeah,
Big
dude.
Boy. Even if it's just Spades, perfect band. Everything. They're such a fun band. Fun to work out to. Fun to move to.
Are we not good? Big ass truck.
I can't get into them. I try. I listen to everybody's talking about them, and I just won't get into the band. It's because of the kid. I don't get it. I'm like, maybe that's me being 51. But,
It's just fun.
but I don't think it is. I'm like, I get into stuff. It's like, but I'm like, and maybe that's the thing. It's just kind of like a lot of fun or whatever. Okay.
Honestly, I
It's
get
just
it. I
it's
get
fun
it, sort of.
music.
I get
Okay.
it.
It's like it's funny is what it is because like it's just like a big ass truck, big ass beer, like
And they're from
funny
and they're from
lyrics.
California.
Yeah.
I like.
Honorable mentions from that. Terror, End It.
Wait. You had Mall.
Yeah.
Who'd you have?
M-A-U-L.
Who'd you have after Mall? You had Big Boy after that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Honorable mentions. End It. God's Hate. Tsunami, just because everything on there. Big ass truck, just because you don't like them. Smoke 909, just to go with that.
What's that?
They're like Big Ass Truck's sister band. They do like so much
Oh,
stuff
okay.
together.
I gotcha.
And then Project Pat. I'll just put Project Pat next.
For Project, okay, awesome. I love it.
All my honorable mentions.
I love it, man. It's awesome.
I didn't know we were allowed to do honorable mentions.
Oh, do you have any honorable mentions? We don't want you to be skipped over now.
No, it's too late. Too late.
Jesus Peace, Marauder, Hate Breed,
Oh, Jesus Peace.
Gotta Steal It from Evan, God's Hate,
Band's insane.
and then of course Sheer Terror.
They're scary, man. I'd be so afraid of a God's hate pit. I'm sorry, I'm just telling you.
It's just
I must be scared to be in towards the front because of Brody.
Yeah.
Literally.
Oh my
I love that God's Hate is like reviving that style of like mid to late 90s like technical hardcore in a way that was like metallic, like Dying
Yes.
Breed and Marauder and things like that. It's just so
Some of their
incredibly hard.
riffs are incredibly hard.
Yeah.
Cosmic Joke too.
Cosmic Joke's
Cosmic
awesome.
Joke put out a new.
They're so
EP.
good, dude.
So good.
Is that pop punk band-ish?
Yeah.
They're so
cool.
good.
They're so
They did
cool.
some stuff. They did like a little collab with Drain or whatever, and it's like, or Drain showed up on one of the records. That record is so good, dude.
They're signed to the Hardlore Records stuff.
Oh yeah, how good is that record they put out? I think it's 2023.
They just put something else out too.
Did they really? That's quick.
They got like a new song, right? Yeah.
They just put out a whole EP for it.
I love that style, though. I love that style.
So good.
It's so amazing. I like that a lot.
Stop
All right,
coughing.
Alex,
Suck at the pin.
you're on the hot seat, bro. What do you got?
Oh Lord. Like, okay, so with 5 most important bands to me, is it 5 most important bands just out of all time? Like most important? Or
That's what I'm guessing from these guys.
because it's gonna be a bit different from everyone
Oh, that's
else.
totally fine. You just do
So
you.
number 1,
Poser.
no, number 1, number 1's got to be Under Oath.
Poser.
Under Oath is number 1.
Right on.
Number 2, this is gonna be a wild one. A Day to Remember.
Poser.
Oh,
Oh.
yes.
I love A Day to Remember.
You're not alone.
Every single one of them.
Number 3, Silverstein.
Silverstein.
I'm
That's a good one.
Big fan of Silverstein. Number 4, Foo Fighters.
Whoa! Why did that come out of nowhere?
Number 4,
Fighters?
Foo Fighters. I'm a
Full fighters.
big Foo Fighters fan. Number 5, just because they recently really became a favorite of mine, Incendiary. They quickly.
This idiot listened to one Incendiary record and said, "This is my favorite band ever."
They're so good.
No,
Well,
I've heard of
I have one record I don't like. It's one they did in 2016. I don't like.
Are you talking
Which
about?
one?
Do not tell me that's 1,000.
Like it's like a fall rustic type of orangey type cover.
Oh, so it's different.
Oh, wait. By Incendiary?
Yeah, like I like everything else before and after that. Like before that and after that. I was listening like way back.
No,
Crusade. You're talking about
I listened to
Crusade.
God Crusade was kind of
Yeah.
different for me. I feel like the stuff they did like with what's one with the subway artwork? It's
No, are you saying that you don't like Cost of Living?
I love Cost of
Oh,
Living.
okay.
Cost of Living's good. I love Cost of Living.
Oh, man,
I absolutely love.
Those riffs are like boom boom boom. No, it's just
I love
very
Cost of
yogi.
Living. I love Cost of Living. I love 1,000 Mile Stare.
1,000 Mile
The
Stare is so
sound
good.
of 1,000 Mile Stare. Oh,
How do we feel about the new one?
I love the
New One's
new
pretty
one.
good. I do like the new
love
one.
the
I do like
new
the new
one.
one.
I love the new one a lot, and I mean the title itself is like my favorite title of a record. I go because that's kind of my philosophy in life, you know.
Right.
And I love that. Yeah, that's fan. Changes the way you think about pain because people don't know. Yeah, it's incredible, and the vocals are like, I think Brandon is a vocalist or whatever. The vocals are just his
Every
vocals are
record
always
is so solid.
perfect.
it's like a very more hardcore version of like Rage Against the Machine.
His vocals,
Way more
yeah, they give you
hardcore
exactly
Rage
the vocal
Against the
vibes
Rage
for
Against the
sure,
Machine.
but I'm sure he gets that a lot. But anyway.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, let's not forget that Zach De La Rocha was in a hardcore band before Rage
Yes.
Against the Machine.
Yeah,
Inside Out.
Inside
Yeah.
Out for sure.
Just like Fall Out Boy.
That record's goated, dude. The Inside Out 7-inch, the No
Yes.
Spiritual Surrender. It's so
Right.
good.
So good.
Yeah, that should have got mentioned. I'm just disappointed, you guys.
Inside Out.
I'm just joking.
That was like one of my gateway.
I'm just
things
joking.
was Inside Out.
I'm just joking. But no, but the whole like that whole time there for Revelation Records was fantastic,
Yes.
man. Just think about that. Really, and like Burn and like Judge and like Youth of Tadell, those. I mean, Inside Out. I mean, that's
Rev was
fire.
on top of the world.
They
at one
were.
point.
And it's so good to see Drain and Space like kind of doing their thing on there. That fits.
Yeah.
That fits.
Because Drain was on Revelation for a while. They've switched to Epitaph.
Yeah, they're
now,
Epitaph.
but
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, for real. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. You guys got good taste. Okay. You know your hardcore history. Okay, what do you got, man?
I'm gonna kind of cheat a little bit.
That's okay. You can cheat.
Wow.
Open book.
You're on a time crunch. Hurry.
I'll do it.
Hey, this is not an open book test.
I'll do a time.
He didn't study. I was kidding. You can cheat.
No, you cannot cheat. I cheated.
I'll do what I want. Okay,
I'm the
shut
only
up.
one that can.
Like, I'll do a top 5 of all time across genre, and then I'll do.
Can I guess what your top 5 will be?
Yes, you can.
I just want to do that. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, I've got a top 5 of all time across genres, and I've got a top 5 for hardcore.
Okay, I'm just going to keep them silent. I'm going to let you go ahead and do your thing.
So, this number 1 is a curveball. Okay, so Rush.
Seem
Whoa,
about
I would not have guessed Rush. I would not have guessed Rush.
My dad loves Rush. He introduced me to Rush whenever I was like in like first, second grade. That was kind of what made me really fall in love with music and made me want to pick up guitar before the Ramones. And they're still like my all-time favorite. You know, I just love them. But
Such a magical band, dude.
yeah,
So good.
absolutely.
So good.
Number 2, my favorite punk band of all time, The Misfits.
So good.
Even
so
though they're
good.
racist.
Even though dancing is kind of iffy, but
Oh,
He's just straight
man.
up a Nazi.
yeah, it's just I
He's
just
got
think,
some stuff, especially with this recent merch drop.
I just think that it's just perfect punk songwriting, specifically 12 Hits from Hell, that unreleased album.
man,
That's my
dude.
all-time favorite. Number 3, The Cure. I just love The Cure.
Normie.
Very nice.
Are you kidding me? I just love The Cure.
We're not going to talk about that. I
That's
listen
such
to
a
Sheer
good-
Terror's The Cure cover every day.
I just think like you're a 35-year-old man trapped in a 17-year-old life, which I say that's the biggest compliment ever. You know, it's good though, man. These are great. I mean, these are really, really important bands to be like to flip out about.
Every
right?
time I listen to Hard Lore, I just imagine Bo being Jackson.
Number 4, Title Fight.
Oh man,
My favorite band of the era. They've got a perfect discography. Not a single bad record. Not a bad song. They're all perfect to me. I just love every bit of it.
Nice.
I even love all the offshoots of it, the stuff before that they did in Bad Seed, Glitterer, all those
Glitterer,
offshoots,
man, yeah,
Disengage,
dude.
all
Muzzle Fight
that.
Win. Muzzle Fight Win.
And then number 5, which kind of laps into my top 5 for hardcore, Hatebreed.
Hatebreed.
I just love Hatebreed.
Dear.
We
Yeah,
listen
props
to Hatebreed all the way here.
Yeah, Satisfaction, It's the Death of Desire is my favorite hardcore
Only that
record.
one.
Shout out Jamie Josta, dude, man. Holy cow, dude. I just like, if you're having a bad day, just pump on, just put on some Hatebreed, dude.
You're gonna
Yeah.
feel good.
Feel
Yeah.
good, dude, for real.
I have some. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. You're
No,
good.
no, you.
No.
You need to finish.
You guys are so
No, you
courteous.
finish.
Yeah.
You go on.
No, you.
My bad. I'm sorry.
It's only these two idiots. I just told them to shut up.
Okay. Top 5 hardcore bands. Number 1, Hatebreed, obviously.
Gotcha.
Number 2. So these top 3 might change, but number 2 is Death Threat. I just really love Death Threat.
If
No,
Marauder
that's
isn't
not
on this
the
list.
They're on there. Don't worry.
Okay.
I just love Death Threat. I love what they do. Aaron's voice is very unique.
Yes.
It's like
Oh my
so
god.
different. It's so different. but
It's so
like,
different, man.
well,
I love
I
it.
love it. It's like,
coming out.
and then number 3, 100 Demons.
Let's go.
Man, really
So,
good.
so incredibly hard. Like only 2 albums, different singers, but they're so good. Like the first one is just great.
And it's
just,
super
like,
important. They're
straight up
super
tough.
important, especially with this modern day hardcore, man. Everybody kind of goes back to them
Yeah,
for sure.
I love them. Number 4, kind of a modern pick, but Trapped Under Ice.
Oh man, dude,
They're great. I think they've kind of mastered modern hardcore songwriting.
they really have.
Sam Trapkin is an incredible guitarist, riff writer, and then Justice Tripp is like such a charismatic vocalist.
So good.
One of
So
the best
good.
frontmen of like the past
Yeah.
10, 15 years. And then number 5, Marauder.
I knew I was like,
How is that number 5 on your list?
Just because, I don't know. Okay, so Master Killer is my 2nd favorite album. Marauder is my 5th favorite band because I just think that pound for pound, the discography as a whole, I mean, after post 5 Deadly Venoms, it kind of fell off. But, I mean, God is Eye is still very good.
I mean, that's with all old bands, though.
Yeah.
After like the 3rd or 4th album, it kind of just.
Yeah, but the thing is, Death Threat and 100 Demons didn't have enough albums for them to fall off.
Yeah.
That's true.
I was gonna give some honorable mentions
Sure.
of mine because this is a shout out to my dad because you reminded me.
yeah, dude.
Shout out to my dad. These 2 honorable mentions. Now this is different. Toto.
I love Africa.
And number 2, The Cars.
Yes,
Oh,
dude,
man.
that first record is great.
Yes.
Dude, the Presidents of America?
No, Calvin, no. No.
But I had to shout those 2 out because I love both Toto and The Cars due to my dad. My dad was the real the real person who got me influenced into all the music that I listen to today.
Right
Started
on.
with my dad, and then it became my brother, and then it evolved into everything
Right on.
that I listen to and do now. So they are the reasons why I do music and why I love music so much to this day. So
that's awesome. What are you guys looking to do? Like, so if I meet you guys, if we talk in a year, like what are you hoping to have? I mean, you don't have to, you know what I'm saying? I'm just generally like, what are you guys hoping to kind of do like in a year?
Finally stopped digging in my butt.
Stop it.
Maybe put a split out with a cool local band. That would be cool.
Okay.
Putting a split out would be cool.
Nice.
Doing a run,
Okay.
like a weekender coming up, maybe sometime at the end of the year. That'd be cool.
Okay.
Maybe doing like a 5-day tour next year.
I would like to have an LP out by next year.
By next year?
Yeah.
That's a lot of hard work.
Not an LP, an EP next year.
EP would be feasible now. I'd love to do an LP at some point.
Maybe a little release run with the EP.
Yeah.
We got quite a bit of songs that are just sitting, so.
Yeah, but are they good enough for
We gotta
an
pick
LP?
the best songs. We gotta keep everybody on their toes.
Gotta make it stacked. We don't want it to fall off by the time you get
I
to
mean,
side B.
obviously we're not going to.
All killer, no filler.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Blink-182.
You know,
Blink-182.
you know,
Sum 41.
I heard on that new. I heard on the new. I know I brought this up before, but like on that new Knocked Loose record, like I don't know how many songs are on it, but they had totally wrote like 40 for it. Like that was the cut. That was the cut that made it.
Yep.
You know, it's like so, man.
They're
Yeah,
all
I mean,
bangers.
and they're all banging. There's a reason for that, right? You know, so it's like.
How that's with have you heard of any of Under Oath's new stuff?
I'm not.
Because they've got some really cool stuff.
Well, I heard something maybe a year or two ago. They released some singles. What was one was like called like? Was it like Hallelujah something or other?
That was that.
What was that?
That was off of their last.
That was off the record before.
Their record
No,
before,
that's why I
years
haven't.
ago.
I haven't.
That song is okay, but some of their new stuff is really cool, and they've talked, in interviews and everything, and on podcasts about how they wrote like 60 songs.
Yeah, I just read a ton.
They wrote like 60 songs, and only 10 songs made it.
Yeah.
So it's like, wow.
Just put out an entire B-sides record or whatever.
I think in a year, just having some road time under our belt, having a split with one of these cool local bands just to represent the area in that sort of way, and honestly, to see Jonesboro doing a lot better.
Sure, 100%.
Instead of these 40 to 50 kids, which I'm very grateful for, coming to every show, having like 100 kids.
I thought about that too. It's like, and it's good to kind of have your core kind of group of folks. You want to have that kind of showing up, but
It's
too,
family.
and that's why sometimes too I kind of push for hey man, start bands and do things and everything else because you never know.
Get 13 more bands in Jonesboro.
Just get some more bands and do your things, and that's why I think you see a lot of scenes you do. I mean, you kind of do dipping. I mean, I love I love writing. I love writing music, and I want to do it all the time. And of course, it's tough when you have life and job and this.
Yep.
But still, and I think we live in the day and age of singles. Man, put out a single and let it let it marinate. Let people put it on their playlist for a while, and just start writing. Get shows lined up, or get a set list. Kind of get a set list, lined up, and go out and do a show. And because you just never know. I mean, because shoot, if you're in 3 different bands, you're gonna be playing shows more often.
Yeah.
Maybe not underneath the same umbrella, but I think you should focus on it. You should do. I think I like what you guys got. I think I should focus on this. I'm not trying to say anything else. I'm just saying if you're if you got the itch, start writing. Start doing things for sure.
Every time I want to hang out with Jackson, I say, let's go.
Let's go.
I mean, I write all the time on my own anyway. I came up with basically a full song last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you like when that happens? It's well, man, there's no try. It just kind of comes out like water. I love it, man.
My favorite moments, which also are most irritating to me at the same time, is I'll think of a melody to write for a song when I'm trying to go to sleep.
Oh, it's always your brain's
And
trying to
then
shut
I'm just
off.
I've got to note that down somehow.
Yeah, you gotta write it down. You gotta write it down. But on sincerity, guys, I really enjoy. I love this. This is fun. I love just talking guys about something I love because, like I said, the community is. This is kind of like a niche community, and we kind of talk about this, nerd out about in person about hardcore and everything historical, and it's coming from my point of view. It's so good to see, not only is the scene alive and well, but hardcore is alive and well, and to see that people have fallen in love with it for the very same reasons that I fell in love with it too, and at about the same time, why it's so important. So just seeing you guys just so passionate and have such a beautiful message to your music and everything else, bringing that positivity out. And because I think that's really, really important. But thank you guys for this. You guys are working hard. Your sound is good. I'm looking forward to the demo for sure. I'm trying to make it out to that show and everything else. And I got dad life, so sometimes that takes preeminence over everything. But still, like, my love and support for you guys will always, 100% for sure. 100% appreciate you guys. So I think we're going to turn it off. We're going to turn off the mic. So I got a thing I got to do. Evan's got to go to work.
Yes, sir.
So you guys got to get out of here, get your stuff, pack up. Yes, Calvin. You cannot stay. Pack up your stuff. Pack up your coffee. Get out of here. All right. So the demo comes out on August 8th.
Yep. Could be today if it's released on that day. You know what I mean?
That's right. That's exactly. So today. Today is August 8th. Yeah, we're in the future.
In the future. Hello from the future. Today we put out a straight edge demo for Northeast Arkansas, and there's a bunch of new straight edge bands. X Correction X from Tennessee, the current only Memphis straight edge band. X X from Little Rock, cool ass Arkansas straight edge band.
Nice, yes.
And then us, Northeast Arkansas straight edge band.
Beautiful.
More, make a straight edge band. Be drug free and be fun.
That's right. I like it. We'll go ahead and go with that. All right, guys. We'll see you later. Bye.
Hey. Hurt your feelings. You don't want to work with me anymore. Okay.